Hello and welcome to 3C Live. As you might have seen from the thumbnail, Papa got some work done. Papa looking good. Oh, how are you lovely, beautiful people? It is nice to see you on a lovely Sunday. Apologies for the live streaming schedule being all over the place. Look, I wasn't a great student in school, procrastinator, doing things last minute. It carried on to YouTube, okay? Sometimes I like to be on schedule, other times I'm just fashionably late. Don't nobody question that thumbnail. I look exactly the same. Oh, it's so nice to see all you wonderful people here. There wasn't a lot of interesting topics that came up the last week, movie related things, so didn't have a lot of things to put up, so I thought let's just do an Ask Me Anything, and you guys can dictate the conversation and let me know what you want. We love you. He's back. My goat. Meh. Meh. There we go. Tracy the goat. Hello, hello. Just clicking random people. Chris, how are you, bro? I am good, Light Yagami. I am dandy. So, yeah, guys, I'll be jumping from the regular chat to the super chat. Don't have any plans for what to discuss. Let's just, get into it and whatnot. I hope everybody's having a wonderful time out there. But let's just get into it. The one thing you gotta know about me, about Giga 3C, he burned it off before. I exhale it. That word doesn't even exist around me. All right, so I'm just gonna go through the regular chat for a little bit. Of course, if you send a super chat, guarantee a response from me. But right now, the regular chat, man, just trying to get some regular questions in, and we'll do this, man. All right, let's see where we go. Hey, I made my own movie. Well, good job, GV Studios. I'm very proud of you. I hope it's a wonderful movie. I hope it's a wonderful film with lots of romance and fighting and things that happen. It was so funny seeing the the pre-live stream, what everyone was saying about the thumbnail. Some of my favorite bits were saying level 2 Chris. I was like, Chris, if he uses 1% of his handsomeness. All good stuff. All good stuff. I liked it. All right. See, I'm trying to find just a regular question, man. But y'all are just blazing with the funnies. Blazing with the funnies. You the man, you the man. Can we be friends? We're all friends here. You know what? That's a great way to start things off. Let's just check the Reddit to get things going. Guys, as always, this is our lovely homepage to the Reddit. Be sure to send your 3C memes or anything's in here, or your criticisms for the channel, because dang, there's a couple in here. Choose wisely. Well, I'm going red, because I got to. OMG, that thumbnail. There is... Look at us. You guys got a picture of me next to my twin? Oh, this was a family event, guys. Nobody was supposed to see this photo. Bet you can't even tell which one's me and which one's Ryan Gosling. Yeah, I let him have the fame. I said, brother, go do movies. Go marry the beautiful Eva Longoria. I'm just gonna be a YouTuber and see what happens. And I made it, baby. I made it. I like that one. Let's keep that going. Oh yes, the Halloween video game. We'll talk about that a little bit more deeper into this live stream, but there was some excitement and some disappointment with that Halloween game for me. Oh, I called myself the perfect organism. Hey, look, I give the look I give the cashier when I'm $20 short. It's all right, man. We can let it slide. There is something I wanted. I wish I could play it on the live stream. Okay, this is probably one of my favorite posts ever done on the Reddit. Oscar Saucedo. If you're seeing this, buddy, I freaking laughed my butt off for like 10 minutes straight when I saw this. Only reason I can't play it here for you guys is because it includes the music of Linkin Park, What I've Done, and that'll get the live stream copy striked, unfortunately. But whenever you guys have the time, I need you to go watch this because it was so funny. This 30 seconds, and it's basically my prediction for how I think Venom: The Last Dance will go. I thought it was so funny. I really wish I could play it, but it was perfect. Go check it out when you have the time. It was hilarious. Okay. Let me see if I had anything else. We had Soups showing off his Superman merch. A lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff to check out on the subreddit, guys. I'll come back to it to see if you guys have any funnier memes when we get deeper into the live stream. Okay. I could just mute it, but the reason it's funny is because of the audio. Like, so the music is just the background, but there are some things said in it that is so funny. So you just gotta check it out. One incentive to go to the 3C Reddit when you get time. Okay. Any Scream 7 news, Chris? Oh my goodness, the Scream 7 stuff has just been a pain in the butt for me, guys. I don't even know what to tell you. I don't even know if the good stuff will pop up when I look it up. So, I mean, we just had that one rumor that I'm not gonna lie, I was believing heavily. There was a rumor going around that Melissa Barrera had actually gotten approached to come back and that she would have a small role in the movie and that she was going to donate her salary to an organization of her cause and all that. And I was like, oh, that's so awesome. That would make me so happy and everything good. But it's obviously fake. It hasn't been proven 1,000%, but I doubt it's happening. Other than that, it's just been the same. I don't want to say BS, and I don't want to call anyone out, all that, because there are people I like that's doing the Scream 7 news, but every couple weeks, it's a Nev Campbell focused story. And no duh. She's going to have a large role in the movie. Yeah, I bet she's the new star. I mean, she's the star again. She's going to have an intense scene with Ghostface. I bet that was going to happen in a Scream movie. Yeah, Sydney versus Ghostface. Yeah. It's just like, it's the most vague, not easy to confirm update. So honestly, I'm just waiting until probably November, maybe end of October, where we finally get some concrete Scream 7 news. Because right now, it's literally just like rumors and all of it is so vague. Like, I think the most current one is, this is going to be the most intense Ghostface we've ever seen. Sure. I'll believe it when I see it. So that's all we got for right now. Let's see what else we got. Okay. Thoughts on Speak No Evil. Okay, so that's obviously like one of the most annoying trailers when you go see a movie, right? Is the Speak No Evil trailer, the Blumhouse movie. Dude, like, I hate seeing that trailer. It gets so annoying. And I honestly thought this movie was gonna suck. Because it's a remake of a foreign movie that literally came out just like a year or two ago. And I was like, oh, that's a typical American thing we do. We take a good movie from another country, we Americanize it, and we rarely match the level of what it used to be. The early reviews for this thing say it's actually really good. So now I'm like, oh, I judged a book before by its cover. And, I like James McAvoy. Nothing against James. I just thought Speak No Evil trailer was one of those trailers. They showed you the whole movie, beat by beat, scene by scene in that trailer. And that's also what makes it one of the most annoying trailers to watch, because you literally just get the mini movie there. But apparently it's still good even with that trailer. So that's what I got for that. Let's see what else you guys are saying in here that we could dive into. Dude, you guys are just jamming off, and I appreciate y'all. Oh, yeah, the Amber Alert trailer. I don't know if I'll get copy strike for it, but I can play it a little bit. You know what? Look, that's one of those movies that, yeah. Here, let me just change to. Hang on, I gotta switch to the YouTube with no addies, because we don't want to see no addies pop up while you're streaming. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry about that photo, guys. I just woke out of bed. I wasn't feeling good. Eyes were kind of baggy. It's been a stressful week, so I'm sorry I couldn't take a better photo for you guys. Please forgive me. But anyways, the Amber Alert trailer. So this is one of those movies. Is it getting a theatrical release? I'm so surprised. Okay, so this is Hayden Panettiere, and everybody hates Chris. What's the actor's name? I always forget his name. Tyler James Williams. It's like one of those simple premise movies. It's about like a girl who picks up an Uber. Hayden Panettiere. She gets an Uber, and then they get an Amber Alert, and the Uber driver and her realize, oh my God, that's the Amber Alert. That's the kid who's been kidnapped right now. We need to save him. So the whole movie is about basically these two strangers now having to try and save this kid before some bad happens to him. That's one of those movies that I think is perfect for streaming, perfect for Netflix. It's like one of those movies that I'd pop on a Friday. I know I'm not gonna get the most crazy performances. It's not gonna blow my mind, but I kind of like this kind of movie. So hey, I'm happy to see Hayden Panettiere in there, Tyler James in there. So I'm gonna give this movie a chance, and I think it's going to theater. Oh no, it's gonna be in select theaters and on demand September 27th. There was a Chris Evans movie kind of like this. It wasn't Amber Alert, but let me see. Chris Evans movie. I gotta look it up. And maybe you guys could watch it. I remember having a good time with it. The premise is kind of the same, where there's like a girl who gets kidnapped, but she's an older woman, and she has like this broken phone in her cellar where she's being kept. Cellar. Cellular? Is it that one? I think it's this one. Yep. It's this movie, Cellular. Jason Statham's in it. What the hell? Maybe this is the wrong movie. Is this the right movie? It is the right movie. Jason Statham plays a bad guy? Oh my God. Okay, anyways, she uses that broken phone, and it can only call one number, and it ends up being Chris Evans' number, and he thinks it's a prank call where the girl's like, help, I'm trapped here, I'm stuck, come save me. And he's like, yeah, whatever, lady. And it just turns out to be like, no, he actually has to help this lady find her wherever she is and whatnot. It was actually a pretty fun movie. So I recommend that as a simple film there. All right. Let's see what else you guys have to say. Get into the super chats eventually. I just want to give the regular chat some love, man. I know not everybody can send in super chats, so say red lights. Red lights. Okay. All right. Let's see. Have you played the Fortnite season? I think it's really fun. Man, I need to play more of it. You know what? I saw some people again saying, Chris, when is the Twitch streams coming? Maybe I'll just do tomorrow a stream playing Fortnite, because this new season, dude, it is so cool. Again, I know some of y'all don't play Fortnite or like Fortnite, and I get it. I used to be the biggest Fortnite hater in my life. I used to think that game was for kids and babies, and you had a low IQ if you played it. But playing Fortnite is almost like eating Little Caesars. It's a lot of fun, and it's good when you don't got someone yapping in your ear that it's bad. I said it. I started playing Fortnite like COVID, I think 2019. And dude, I just been going at it ever since then. And they've added all these cool skins and the mythics. I've only gotten to play it like 2 times because I've just been busy with life. And my friend who I usually play with is also busy. But dude, the new mythics are so cool. You get to throw Captain America's shield and it actually hits multiple people. You get War Machine's turret in there. Like it's such a fun season here. It's about to show you stuff you can see. Yeah, you could throw the shield. I was like, oh, dude, it's so much fun. I haven't seen that yet in the game. The Black Panther claws. I don't know if that comes in later. Also, the Iron Man thing isn't there yet. So I guess this is stuff that'll come in later, unless I just haven't grabbed it as far as I've been playing. But dude, yo, Fortnite's pretty fun, guys. Give it another chance. Don't be an idiot like me where you missed out on years of fun just because you're like, Fortnite's for babies. And dude, that War Machine outfit, right now the Cyclops outfit is my favorite outfit. But that War Machine outfit, dude, I'm trying to get the Battle Pass booted up so I can do all that. But yeah, dude, and Doom, like they made this Doom better than the Doom we're about to get in MCU. He's got his Laverian castle, and he's got like all these like statues and trophies from all the people he's killed. Fortnite Doom is a Doom to be afraid of. He's a Doom to be afraid of. All right, Chris, will you retire? I can't say that word anymore, but you know what Blade said in Wolverine? Retired. Okay. No, I don't think I'll retire. You'll have to cancel me off of YouTube to get me off of here. I'm going until the views hit 0. Sonic 3, dude. Sonic fans, I don't know what to tell you guys. We have just it is not a happy time to be a Sonic fan. Okay, these 2 things have been happening to us. Okay, so let's see what the December movie release date is. December movie release date. Okay. In December, we've got the movies coming out, right? Like Nosferatu. We've got the Kraven the Hunter movie, Mufasa, right? We got these films. Just got a new trailer like a week or 2 ago at D23. We just got a new Mufasa trailer. Literally, the Kraven the Hunter trailer just got a new trailer last week. I'm like, all right then. So where's Sonic then? Why? Those movies come out around the exact same time, and we have still not gotten any Sonic 3 stuff. This is all we got. Apparently Sonic merchandise is showing up in Walmarts right now, but it's all spoiler free stuff. It's nothing crazy. It's just like Sonic and Tails and Shadow and Robotnik you can buy. Dude, I'm telling you, y'all called me crazy. I'm telling you, they're not going to let us see this Sonic trailer until after Transformers 1 or the week of Transformers 1. Paramount is just too focused. They're being stingy with their money, as they should be. Times is tough for studios out there, too. They're going to just market hard Transformers 1. And then once it's about to come out, they're going to be like, special sneak peek to Sonic 3 if you go watch Transformers 1. They're going to do it, man. They're going to do it. So, yeah, I'm sorry, Sonic fans, but we still waiting. It's just a matter of time now before we start getting crazy leaks. That's how it always is with Sonic. There's always weird leaks that come out of nowhere, like standees or a poster and whatnot. It's only a matter of time. But I'm still on the train that we're not getting anything this August, and we're getting it on September. All right. Are you going to buy the animatronic? I'm debating right now which animatronic to buy. I don't know which one. We're getting close to the Spooky Mama season, as you guys know. And I've been making my trips to Spirit Halloween. Heck, I literally went there today because I wanted to see what they had. And dude, there's so much to choose from. I think I'm gonna let the Killer Clowns stuff take a rest this year. I give a lot of love to Killer Clowns, but man, we got a lot of cool animatronics to choose from. We got a freaking Art the Clown. I think Art the Clown is a for sure one. Art the Clown's gonna be a for sure one this year. I'm gonna have to pop him into the studio. I don't know if I want to buy the Ghostface one. I don't like the way the body looks. I think the body looks a little eh. And I think what I'm gonna do is this mannequin I have behind me that's Deadpool. This guy right here, the Deadpool. I think I'm just gonna put the Ghostface cloak and mask on him, and it'll look just as good. I don't need him doing this like robotic little maneuver, cause maybe tilting its head is cool, but it's literally just doing this. I don't know. I could, and I don't like the body shape either. And you get all that for $279. That's a nah, man. I got that costume for free. I already got that mannequin. I think I'm just gonna put him on there. So yeah, we'll see. Other than that, I don't know. But I think Art the Clown and the Home Depot Chucky is gonna be a must this year. Everything else, man, I'm still trying to figure out the Spooky Mama set. I'm very nervous because I think there's a lot of how do I say it? Pressure. Because I got the bigger set. I got the big stuff. So you guys want it to be good, and I hope I make it good. I hope I make it good. All right, let's see what else we got coming from you guys. No robot. That's check the word again. Let's try and see what else you guys said. Chris, do you think Fede Alvarez will come back for another Alien movie? I don't know. I would love him to. But dude, I was so shocked at the amount of hate Alien Romulus is getting, man. I thought this movie was a slam dunk of a fun time, and there's so much people that like really did not like this movie. Hey, I respect it. I understand, you know, that it wasn't that original, had too many callbacks for some people, but dude, this was a fun, good movie, and people were like treating it like if it's a bottom tier Marvel movie with like, it's just fan service. This is what Disney's good at, ruining properties and clickbaiting you. I'm like, jeez, come on, man. Like, that movie was good. Honestly, I'd be happy if Fed returns, but if he decides to go do something else, all the power to him. All the power to him. All the power to him. All right, a couple more, then I'm going to go into the super chatty chats. Let's see here. Okay. Can you buy me the Wolverine bucket? You know what? I am curious. What popcorn buckets are selling for crazy money right now? We've had a lot of popcorn buckets this year. Let's see if we can find every popcorn bucket. And we still got so many more, dude. Them Beetlejuice buckets are coming soon, man. Let's see. Okay, so we've gotten some. I wonder which ones are the most expensive right now. Are people okay, let's see right now what the Alien popcorn bucket sells for. I'm curious. Alien popcorn bucket. Let's hit the sold tab. Cause dude, people are selling these things, man. I went to see it twice, right? Alien Romulus, and the second time there was someone pissed because they ran out of they ran out of whatchamacallit, they ran out of popcorn buckets, and I was like, "Oh, geez, that's so sold items." Okay, there we go. I just want to see what they're selling for. Ooh, hot doggy mama. 200 bucks? Basically, almost 200. This thing was $35 and someone actually almost spent two. It is pretty badass though. I get it. I get it. This one was 30, someone sold it for 60. Dude, this game, this market is 70 bucks. Someone got the face Hugsy. Is that face Hugusy? The face Hugusy? The face Hugusy for 70 bucks, man. Dude. 80 bucks, 80 bucks. The popcorn, but someone's getting rich off this, man. Dude, that is how much they're selling this thing for? Oh, dude. I'm tempted, man. No, I got to keep it. It's such a good, man. It's such a cool bucket, man. I had to grab and get it, dude. It's so cool. Look at this thing light up. This thing is dope. I get it. But almost $200 when, again, this thing started at 35. That's wild, man. That's wild. That's how much that one's going for. I cannot believe it. So right now, dude, 200 even. Someone plus the shipping. Dude, people wanted this bucket, dude. People wanted it. Let me see what other ones. Is the Wolverine one still expensive? I feel like they made so many of the Wolverine popcorn bucket. It's not even that expensive. We got the baby Deadpool that's going up pretty high, but 90? Dude, who's buying used Wolvussies? You really want to buy used Wolvussie? That one might have been mine. Look at them Funko Pops. Someone's gonna give birth to my Wolvussie son. 80 bucks. So, okay. So right now it looks like the alien Romulus is like the most expensive one to like resell up. 75 for a Wolvussie. And people bought them. 75 cents. Yeah. It's going, baby. It's going. It is so crazy just to see this thing. I saw someone tagged me, and I wish I didn't see it, man. Someone actually put, you know what a face hugger looks like? Palm first. Someone put one of those inside these. I needed to cleanse my eyes after that. It was crazy. Okay. Popcorn bucket days is crazy. All right, let's go into some of these super chatties. Okay, Chris, you the bomb. Well, thank you. Boom. I just exploded for you. Would you be interested in a Bigfoot vampire movie set in the 60s of Oregon when he fights vampires, and Dracula? It's funny you bring that up. You know, that's cool. I don't mind that. But I did see there was like a kangaroo horror movie that is being made, and that sounded fun to me. You know, and I need to disclose something, okay? Sometimes you guys think because I talk about these trash movies, this is my genuine taste in what I want to see. I think some of y'all forget. I grew up watching bad movies for fun. I thought like you know, the Leprechaun series and stuff like that. But also, I found out other people just like seeing bad movies and someone watching them and telling you. So I talk about these movies because they get views. I know y'all want me to do that Mickey Mouse horror movie, and I do want to. But I'd rather do it when it's spooky mama season. I want to review that movie when I got the set decorated and we're in the spooky season. Right now, if I do the review, it just feels kind of eh. And plus, there's going to be another one, so maybe I could do 2 or 3 Mickey Mouse horror movies in a row. Anyways, what I was saying, though, there's this movie called The Red. Is there already a trailer for it? Oh, let's see a little bit of it. There's no way this thing is going to look good. I'm not going to play any sound because I don't know if it'll get copy strike. Okay, so it's I don't know how many of y'all grew up with Kangaroo Jack. I thought that movie was fun. But let's see. Come on, let's just get to the dang kangaroo. Oh, they got them CGI budget. Okay. That's not bad. Is that the guy from the Allstate commercials? No, that's not the Allstate guy. What is it? This year. Oh, it's a zombie kangaroo. I think kangaroos are scary, man. You see the muscle on a kangaroo? It'll mess you up. Yo, that might actually be one I could talk about for Spooky Bob. Oh, jeez. Oh, that effect was terrible. What was that? There you go. Crappy trash like that. The red. Be ready for that, guys. Be ready for that. All right. Thoughts on the whole Beau de Moy situation? Oh man, I won't spend too much time on it, but that was kind of really disappointing. So if you guys don't know what he's talking about, there was some drama with X-Men '97 whenever the creator of it was randomly fired from the project 1 week before the show was going to hit Disney Plus, and everybody's like, okay, that's weird, but we never got an explanation. And there was a lot of people defending him because the show was peak. That's undeniable. X-Men '97 was peak, right? And so people were like, no, bring him back. In fact, let him do the live action X-Men movies and things like that, right? And well, looks like we finally found out what happened. Turns out he was accused of sexual misconduct. Specifically, he was because in his personal life he also has an OnlyFans, which, man, do you? If that's what you want to do with yourself. If personally, if I had a Disney job working at Marvel, I don't think I'd be doing OF on my free time. But if you do, that's you. And so one of the things they were saying is that he would take pictures of himself in like just a Speedo or underwear and just that, and he would send those photos to the young male artists working on X-Men '97 as inspiration for how the characters should look in the show. And you're like, what the heck? And as soon as I heard that, immediately what came to mind was this scene from X-Men '97. Bruh, there's no way then, knowing that's what happened and that's what the guy was doing, he definitely took a photo like this and sent it. He definitely did. I think he I saw this in the show and I was like, whoa, man, that's an interesting thing to include in X-Men '97. But go, girl, Magneto. Us Chads gotta stick together. I can only imagine then if this is one of those inspirational photos he's saying. Can you imagine doing that? You do this and go, this is how I want Magneto to look, episode 7, 30 minutes in. Don't tell anybody I sent you this. So yeah, that sucks, and it's obviously like a horrible thing to do. You shouldn't be sending people pictures of that, especially if they didn't ask for them. But then lying and saying, "Oh, it's for inspiration for the show." So that's what happened, and then he tried saying that they fired him because he posted a LGBT pride post, but it turns out in his contract it said, we'll let you keep your credits, but you can't talk about the show and just let it be. And so posting a pride photo with Cyclops is talking about the show, and it's like, well, you just violated the contract, so now you're not getting your credits, dude. Yeah, crazy situation, man. Just be good to your employees and people, man. Come on now. Which Geico caveman commercial do you remember the most? Oh man, them Geico caveman commercials. Just mainly the one where it's like, so easy, even a caveman can do it. And then the caveman was like, oh man, come on. Why would you say that? You're so offensive, bruh. That's really all I remember. And then they tried actually making a show out of these guys, and I heard it was terrible. I didn't watch it. I think it got canceled after like 3 episodes. But yeah, crazy stuff Geico was doing. Do you like Romulus more your second viewing? I didn't like that it felt like a Disney reboot, but the two leads and horror action set pieces were strong. I did like it about just as much on my second viewing. I think it held up to me. I understand, like I said, I get the criticisms and why people were like, it just felt too many callbacks and it followed the Force Awakens formula. And it's like, okay, that's true. Disney does do that where they're just sticking too much to it. This is the first time it happens in the Alien franchise, and I think there was still new enough stuff in here, so it didn't bother me as much. On second viewing, a lot of that stuff was still a lot of fun. Seeing, the face hugger scene, the audience reaction of the thing that happens in the third act, and when people see that creature, and the theater collectively going, dude, I love movie theater experiences like that. It gives me goosebumps. I love it. I can't wait till like someone posts audience reaction on YouTube because I'm just gonna be watching that stuff. Do you think Inside Out 3 will happen? Oh yeah, I think dude, it just became the highest grossing animated movie, right? I think Inside Out 2 is now the highest grossing one of them. It's not. It's at least the top 2 or 3. It's happening, but I wonder where the story's going, buddy. I'm curious because I think now we go to Riley in college, right? Riley, I think the story has to be about her first love now, or her first heartbreak, or meeting her husband, right? You got to introduce the emotion of love in there. I think that'll be like the big selling point of Inside Out 3 is the emotion of love and how love can make you do crazy things, things like that, and her falling for a guy and whatnot. I think that could be interesting. And dude, you set up yourself for so many sequels. Like I said, by the time we get to Inside Out 4 or 5, which if we've gotten a Toy Story 5, they can get to Inside Out 5. By that time, Riley has a kid of her own, and we come full circle. Riley trying not to think like a mom, and then we see the inside of little Riley. There's possibilities. Hire me, Disney. I'll ruin your company just like you. Okay. Will Incredibles 3? Oh, dude, I'm glad you asked about this because I'm not even kidding. Literally was thinking about Incredibles last night. It was on TV, on I think like TBS or something, and it was Incredibles 1. And dude, I was just like, this movie is so good. Why couldn't Incredibles 2 be this good? All right, dude. I do not want the multiverse. Get the multiverse out of my head. I'm done with it. We tried it. Some stuff is working fun, but obviously the multiverse is just there to kind of just do nostalgic cameos, which are fun. I don't mind them. Like the whole scene with, oh, you know how long I've been waiting for this? It's fun. But it just seems like that. So what do you do in the multiverse? You have Woody come in there and fight alongside Violet and Dash? I don't want that. No. What I want for Inside Out 3 is I want you to age these guys up. I want to see Violet and Dash now be in their 20s. The world is letting superheroes be again, and their parents disappear. I don't know. The dad and mom are gone on a mission. They don't know where they're at. And also, Jack would also be older. I'd like to see Jack be older and harness his powers a little bit because Jack's got some cool powers, whatever that metamorphin thing he's got going on. And heck, let's just say Violet has a boyfriend, Dash has a girlfriend, and they're superheroes also. So there you go. You got that. And I want the twist to be either Violet's boyfriend or Dash's girlfriend is evil, and they were in on it the whole time or something like that. They're the long-lost son of Syndrome or something like that. Yeah, I don't care. Just tie it in there. But anyways, that's what I kind of want. I kind of want to see them aged up and what the world kind of looks like now after they've gotten superheroes back in there. I also wanted to go back to a serious tone. Incredibles 2 got a little like out there and weird, and they got rid of that like 50s, 60s vibe that was so good in the first Incredibles. Keep the stakes good. So I don't know. I cannot wait to see what they do with Incredibles 3, but really that's my one biggest wish is age up the kids. I want to see them older and see what they're like now that they're grown up. All right. Went to see Alien Romulus yesterday, and it was the most intense, scariest experience I watched recently. Really enjoyed and really sad about Kay. Yeah, dude, that was a good one. You know what? Dude, I don't know how much I could talk about Alien Romulus spoilers and whatnot, man. I don't. Okay, I'll dance around it a little bit. It won't go too crazy, but I honestly think there's a way that Kay can come back. Wherever she passes out or it looks like she's dead, she's right next to a cryo chamber. We don't know that she fully died. It just looked like she got some gooey milk sucked out of her and that killed her. I think she could have just fainted. You could just say she just fainted. I don't think she's dead. You could put her in a cryo chamber, and then whenever they get to the planet they're getting to, she's alive. Because Isabella Merced was that awesome. So I think there's a way to bring her back if they really want to. All right. When is that R-rated animated movie Fixed coming out? Oh, dude, we got some bad news for you, man. Hold your titties. Fixed. Shell. You know what? I go to 3C. Go to Chris. But I know I replied to it. It looks like they might be getting rid of it, my friends. I saw this was like a couple weeks ago. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find the exact post. But I saw that there was an update on it. Sorry, I'm trying to get to it, guys. My bae. And it looks like they might be shelving the movie. It might be one of those other films we never see again. Dude, it's really out there, man. It's really out there. Gosh, where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. It says, Warner Brothers has decided not to release Gendy Tartakovsky's Fixed and has given the film back to Sony. Sony has to find a streamer or another distributor to buy it Otherwise, it'll meet the same fate as Batgirl and Coyote vs. Acme. Now, again, if you're someone who's never heard about this movie, it was a rated R animated movie where the premise was going to be about the last day a dog had with his balls before he got fixed. And so basically, the movie was about trying to make sure this doggy gets laid before that procedure, right? And well, it looks like nobody that's a weird premise already, and it's traditional animation 2D. So already you kind of have a setback. I thought it was 3D anime, but it's traditional 2D. And Warner Brothers, because they don't like anything fun, they got rid of it. Sony's like, well, we're not gonna release this under our Sony Animation banner. People think we're Spider-Verse. Then we gotta release dog with no balls. We not making it. And well, this was my reaction. Y'all guys see that? This is a crazy man on TikTok. Just be doing the weirdest things, this guy. So yeah, man. We'll see if it happens. But it's not looking good right now, I'll tell you. It's not looking good for us Fix fans. Give us a dog with no balls. Okay. Unknown name sends in $1. Appreciate you, unknown name. Thoughts on all the Sonic 3 merch leaks? Like, it's cool, but I just wish it gave us like a little bit I wish it gave us like just a little bit more. There's like these could literally be the toys from Sonic 2 and you wouldn't know anything other than Shadow. Like, this is literally the toys and a Robotnik figure. That's about it. It's like, man, give me something. Put Sonic or Tails on top of a new a machine or something. Show me Robotnik's new look and whatnot. Like, these are the toys, and dude, other than Shadow, you could literally just say these are the toys from the second movie. There's nothing like really that crazy about them. So, not saying I want the whole movie ruined, but it's like, like again, Robotnik looks exactly the same. Oh, these are Sonic 2 toys. Silly me. But yeah, like, they're just not that different. Obviously, I think they're holding back for spoiler reasons, but yo, let's get to making this movie, baby. Let's get to making it. Okay. Any news on the Friday the 13th TV series Crystal Lake? Your boy is a bit of an insider in this situation, okay? I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, but let's just say the people at Jason Universe have contacted your boy Chris, have talked to your boy Chris. And dude, there's some stuff they told me where I was like, you're kidding. No way. Oh, I wish I could say it, but I don't want to ruin my contact with them. All I know is the show is happening, and they were making it sound like by Comic-Con next year, they're going to make a big splash at San Diego Comic-Con. So they also said by October, we should be getting a lot more news on the Jason Universe, whatever that means. And again, since they cover everything, video game, merchandise, all this other stuff, it could be anything. So it could be a board game, so don't get your hopes too up, okay? But the one thing we like really want from Friday the 13th, we thought it was impossible. It's possible. And it might be in the works. Oh, that's all I say. That's all I say. Okay. Victor Martinez sends in $1. Appreciate you, Victor. Appreciate you. Now that summer movie season is over, what do you think will be the highest growing movie for the remainder of the year? I could probably already tell in my head, but let me just double check. I think let's see. Movie release. I don't think Mufasa's gonna do all that good. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a hater, but I think Mufasa's gonna like make maybe half the money it did last time. I don't think it's going to reach $1 billion. I might be crazy, but I do not think Mufasa is doing it. Okay, so right now we're in August, right? So we're going to September. I don't think any August movie is pulling that card to be the next highest grossing. Is this for this year or am I in the wrong year? Because I'm like, the killer's on here. Oh, that's a different killer. Okay, Strange Darling. No. See, like, I don't think any August movie is going to be pulling that. So now in September, I think Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice has a real strong chance. I don't know if I want to say it'll reach $1 billion, dude, but this could be the Top Gun Maverick of this year, where it's an old property. It has like a big staple, and it's part of the pop culture for a long time in the U.S., and that's what Top Gun was, right? No one thought Top Gun Maverick was going to make $1 billion, and then it did. I feel like Beetlejuice could be the Top Gun Maverick of this year, where it's like a movie is going to make a lot of money, but then you're like, oh crap, it made $1 billion. I feel like Beetlejuice might be one of them. Okay, so I'm gonna go either Beetlejuice. Transformers 1, I know people are excited for it. First Spider-Verse movie was not like a giant success. The second Spider-Verse movie, yes. Same as TMNT Mutant Mayhem. The first movie, not as big of a success. I guarantee you Mutant Mayhem 2 is going to be huge success. Same thing with Transformers 1. You have to get the audience there first, so I think it's going to be a modest success. Like, I'm not saying it's going to flop, but it's going to make 200, 300 million, maybe 400, but like that 300 million, just like Spider-Verse, the first one, and Mutant Mayhem. Second movie, that could be the $1 billion one, because that's just how it goes with these animated movies. But I don't think it'll be Transformers 1. People are gonna like that movie though. I'm trying to see. No way Megalopolis does it. Jeez, that's gonna be a fun movie to talk about when that comes out. Okay. Let's see. This is now October. Oh, the Joker. I'm the Joker, baby. That one might. Oh, that one might do it. That's another one where I don't know if it'll reach a billy again. I don't know if that'll reach a billy. I think that'll reach 700, 800 because although the first one did it, I don't think people are turned off by the idea that it's a musical, even though it's not that big of a musical. You also have just the DC all over a weird phase in time. People are still, I think, a little confused, even though this is separate. I think this will make 700, 800, but it is going to be one of the more higher contenders, I think. I don't know if it's making that billy, though. As much as I'm excited for Terrifier 3, it's not going to be one of the highest grossing. Smile 2. Venom? Nah, I think that first movie is going to remain the highest making Venom movie. This one will make 400, maybe 500 since it's The Last Dance. If Spider-Man showed up, it might have been the Billy. I think that's it. I'm going with Beetlejuice or Joker 2. Gladiator maybe has that Top Gun Maverick energy, but I don't know. I haven't seen the hype for it yet amongst people outside of the movie. Oh, dude, you know what? I think this one's it. Do not underestimate the Moana 2 love. Okay, take it from a guy whose job it is to figure out what's the most clickbaity thing. Anytime I have made a TikTok on Moana 2, thing hits like 2 million, 3 million views. I'm not even that big a Moana guy, but I do it for them milky views. People are crazy for this one. This might be. I think, you know what? I'm putting my money on Moana 2. Whether it's good or not, I think there's a lot of people super excited for it. And it's also one of those perfect time. Last movie came out in 2016. So it's like, what, 8 years? A lot of little girls and kids who grew up on that are now old enough to like buy their own movie ticket and be like, Moana 2 time, Moana 2 time. I know people want to think Sonic the Hedgehog 3, but those are kind of niche. It's going to make money. Sonic 2, let's see, box office. Yeah, it's a 400 mil, which is good, which is awesome for Sonic. But I think this one will also be like a 5, maybe 600 mil. But even then, 600 mil is a top. I don't know if we live in an age where Sonic will end up becoming a $1 billion movie. That's nothing against Sonic, guys. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad. It's just the numbers don't lie. See, went from 300 to 400. Next movie probably jumps up to 500 or 600. Maybe the Shadow is definitely a big draw to that movie, and I think a lot of people are excited for that. So yeah, I'm going Moana 2. Moana 2 had my money. Moana 2 is going to be the highest gross for the rest of the year, not counting all the other movies that have come out this year. Moana 2 is probably going to take that cake then. All right, what happened to Tom Cruise space movie? Any Mission Impossible 8 news? I think it's still happening. I think they also finished filming Mission Impossible 8. I wonder how that movie's going to do box office wise, because a lot of people didn't show up for the last Mission Impossible, man. And so they had to, I think it was going to call like Dead Reckoning Part 1, and the second movie was Dead Reckoning Part 2. But since Part 1 didn't make as much money as they thought, they're not calling the next one Part 2. So we're always going to have Dead Reckoning Part 1 and never a Part 2. It'll be called Mission Impossible Deader Reckoning. I don't know, something like that. Something like that. AI or not, still a Chad. Look at that. Exactly like the thumbnail. You can't deny it. Exactly. Really hope that we see Abomination again soon. It's a bummer that he's not a part of the Thunderbolts, and it would be kind of underwhelming if his return in Shang-Chi was only for She-Hulk. Okay, you know me. I still love Marvel, and Marvel is still enjoyable. I know there's people that like prey on the downfall of Marvel, but I will say, Abomination has got to be one of the biggest fumbles of the MCU. Cause what did you do? Mo- I was really excited for Abomination to come back. This dude should have been on the Thunderbolts team. I don't know why they didn't set that up, but he shows up in Shang-Chi and they make all this weird mystery where he goes back into the portal and we see a prison. We're like, oh my goodness. Shows up in She-Hulk and he's very mysterious and you're wondering if he is reformed or not. And turns out the dude's just fine. Like he actually is reformed and he's not evil anymore and he has no grudges. And well, the end. There's your Abomination story. It's like, ugh, that's boring. I'm all happy for him to be reformed, but come on, he spent what 10 years of his life in prison. I want to see him get a little bit of revenge. I wanted to see some fight go down. Like, and I know I don't blame She-Hulk. I know this is controversial, but I'm one of the few She-Hulk defenders. I didn't completely hate the show. Did it have its flaws? Heck yes. Were there some annoying things in there? Yes. Was She-Hulk twerking one of them? No, okay? If I was in that room, okay? And I don't take that back. I mean it. But Abomination in there was one of the fumbles. I'm sorry. I was so excited. But seeing him as this like weird cult leader giving speeches and then just ending up fine. No. Dude, I really do miss Incredible Hulk. That kind of Hulk. I miss this guy right here. This insane, ripped, buffed out dude. I miss that dude. Now, it would have been nice to see. I really hope he comes back. The Russo brothers know how much people hate what they've done with Smart Hulk. I'm hoping now that they're coming back for Doomsday and Secret Wars, they're like, all right, a lot of people complain about this. Let's fix it and give the people what they want. Because I've seen it. They've talked about it before. They know people don't like that what they've done with the Incredible Hulk. So Russo brothers, your time to shine, baby. Your time to shine. All right. Did you hear about FNAF and Dead by Daylights? Love the content, by the way. Oh, I heard about it, but I'll do you one better, buddy. Did you hear about FNAF in Funko Fusion? Dude, this right here. Don't you ever badmouth my Funko Pops again. Because look at this. Okay, this is a trailer they released 6 days ago. This is a real level. Remember, the Funko video game. You get to play Five Nights at Freddy's as Chucky. Dude, this looks awesome. So this game, remember, it's made by the people who also worked on the Lego video games. They started their own company, and now they're working with Funko to do their own like Lego game, but with Funko characters. It's a puzzle-solving game. It's like a platformer kind of game too, and all that. Dude, how cool is that? You get to actually play in the pizzeria, go through all the missions in Funko form. You get to flip the cameras just like with Five Nights at Freddy's, and you could do it all as Chucky. Dude, major W. But I think them coming to Dead by Daylight is gonna be pretty fun too. But I'm not knocking this. I think this looks fun. I can't wait to play that. That's gonna be such a fun game. All right, let's see here. Is Wolverine review still coming? And why aren't you going to review Deadpool 1 and 2 and New Mutants? Wolverine reviews will eventually come. I mean, even right now, with the Alien reviews, they're basically filmed, and my editor's working on them. He unfortunately had a situation where the computer he had broke down, so he's like in the middle of getting a new one. So those Alien reviews slightly delayed, but they are in the works and they're coming. Dude, it's just my thing of being so bad with time management. I'm not gonna lie, guys, okay? There's a reason your boy is a YouTuber and he's not working some corporate job where he's meeting deadlines and wearing a suit and going, oh, yeah, Harold, I'll get that for you. Oh, need it by 5? Yeah, you got it. Donuts in the break room. Mondays, am I right? Ooh, I worked that for a bit. One for me. So, I'm sorry. Okay, I apologize, but just know I'm human. I'm not that great with timing and stuff. The reason I didn't do Deadpool 1 and 2 is because I believe I have reviews for that already. Maybe in the future, maybe if they make Deadpool 4, it'd be a good reason. And dude, I don't even want to talk about New Mutants. You want me to talk about New Mutants? I don't want to talk about New Mutants. Come on now. Come on now. What's the best Planet of the Apes movie? Oh, I think Dawn. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is my favorite. Dawn of the Planet. It was so good. I remember like the quality jump from Rise of the Planet to Dawn was pretty astronomical. Matt Reeves really proved why he's an MVP director and why he deserved the Batman. Dawn to me is my favorite. Yeah, I know other people have theirs, but Dawn is the best. I remember seeing those trailers and going, "I need to speak to Caesar." One of those famous lines that is in the trailer but was not in the movie, man. You know, I was so pissed because I would say that all week. I was like, "Oh, it's Dawn of the Planet Days," and I was saying, and I get to the theater and they never said the line. They never said, "I need to speak to Caesar." AR or not, you was still a uh goddamn Chad changed. You know, speaking of that, funniest thing happened, chat. I kind of put myself in a hole. Okay, so let's just go to this because it was kind of a little embarrassing. So um I was just scrolling on the interwebs and I saw a fellow creator. I think his name is Josh. He does Den of Nerds, right? And he posted these photos of his progress, working out and all that, and he said, "Chat called me fat. Bullying works." And I jokingly said, "Need mine to bully me harder." It's just a little gag, just like you know, I could lose a couple pounds. It'd be funny if my chat, you know, bullied me into it. Look at this almost ratio. 577 likes compared to 700. 48 You want to know what them 48 comments are doing? It's my fault. I shouldn't ask for it, so let's just run through it. Let's just get this out of the way. Time to roast Chris. Let's just go through it, chat. Look, okay. Oh, we got one of these ads. Let's get a. All right, let's see what people are saying. So, do some pull-ups, fatty. But they send hearts. Okay, so that's tame. That's mild. Shut up, fatty. Come on, bro. Don't be Nick Avocado. Make Deadpool motivate you. What does Deadpool got to motivate me for? Chris, you got this, okay? We got some supportive people in there. Papa Chris, you're perfect. Oh, see? Some nice people. Mr. 3C, parece chile, chile relleno. Oh, my God. We could never hate you, Chris. You're nothing but an unstable short chain molecule. I like the Ghostbuster comment. It was the one that threw me off the most. Was the photo of you of let me see if I can find it. Where is it? Dude, I saw this photo and I'm not going to lie, even for a split second I thought that was me. I was scrolling and I was like, "Oh, dude, this guy looks just like me when I Skinny Avocado looks like young 3C." Let me go back to my oldest video. Okay. I think we're long lost brothers. Mr. Avocado, I need to have a word with your mother, because she might be mine. What else? Let's people put in the blob. Oh, dude, the Rizzler. Yeah, I can't even deny it, dude. The Rizzler looks like he could be my son. I need to have a talk with your mom, Rizzler, because it's so funny too, because anytime a post of the Rizzler goes viral, there's always 2 or 3 people tagging me. Always 2 or 3 people tagging me. And you know what? I could honestly collab with the Rizzler if I wanted to. I checked on TikTok, and dude, you're not. Oh shoot. You're not gonna believe this. Where is it? You're not gonna believe this, guys. Dude, the Rizzler is a fan. The Rizzler is a 3C fan. My son found me. My I left his mama years ago and he found me. He said, "Daddy." Dude, I could collab with the Rizzler if I wanted to. Bro, I see these photos and I literally think these are my childhood photos. I did not look that different. That's literally what I looked like as a kid. It'd be so funny to collab. I saw he did a video where he talked about his favorite movies were Scream and the Halloween franchise. And I was like, "Give me a DNA test. Give me a DNA test." That was so funny though. But yeah, dude. So if you want a good laugh, that's foul. A pig photo in the mud? Come on now. Hit the gym, piggy. Hey, big boy. I like that one. Some good American Pie humor. So yeah, if you want some good laughs, just go through this thread where I inadvertently got the chat to roast me. Oh man. Ah, young 3C scare. Let's go. All right, let's see what else we got going on. Babby just sends some support. Thank you so much. Hey Chris, I have a question for you. Which video game movie are you most excited for? Legend of Zelda or Bendy and the Ink Machine? I'll be honest with you, probably Legend of Zelda. But if I'm being ultra honest with you, I am a super casual of both of them. Only reason I said Legend of Zelda is because my friend, who's a big Legend of Zelda fan, he finally pressured me to play, the Nintendo Switch game, and yeah, the game's pretty good. But that's my first ever Legend of Zelda game. I've never played Bendy, but I guess a lot of FNAF fans or horror young fans are fans of Bendy, so I'm always getting tagged about Bendy stuff. So one day I need to give that a chance. Why do people hate '03 Daredevil? Dude, I don't know. '03 Daredevil is great. I love the suit. I like the movie. I don't know. I guess it's just too cheesy, but I think it's cool. I like that movie a lot. I think it's fun. I like the costume, dude. That's still my favorite Daredevil costume. I'm not gonna lie. And I usually hate leather costumes on superheroes, but here it actually looked good. It actually looked good. Chris, when you come back to California, please do meet and greet. I'm willing to drive. All right, I might. I'd do my own soups event, and we could all yell in the theater together. Oh, let's go. AI or not, you're still a goddamn chat. Well, thank you, user. I appreciate you saying that 3 times. Means a lot. Means a lot. If you want a game to be live action movie, what would it be and why? I'm not even kidding with you. Let's do it. This is my first love. This is the video game I would play the most as a kid. It was my first game on the PlayStation. Give me Crash Bandicoot. I want a Crash Bandicoot movie in the form of the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Who cares? I know that formula sucks, but just do it. Where Crash goes from his world into the real world. We're in New York, and then freaking big old head. What's his name again? Dr. Cortex? No, yeah, Neo Cortex. He goes after him. Let's just do it. Yeah, do something like this. I don't care. Do it. I love Crash Bandicoot. Urapaka. I love that game growing up. So, Benedict Cumberbatch is Crash Bandicoot. Dude, I love these games. I was so pissed when there was like a period of terrible Crash games when he was like doing the monster game. They did that one other racing, like tag team racing was all right. I was so happy when they came out with the Crash 4 game. I hope they come out with another one. I like the Crash games. All right. Let's see. Leica has recently released a teaser for the next stop motion Wildwood. Oh, interesting. It's good. I could check that out for a little bit. Let me see. What is it called? Wildwood. Better not be making me search something else, buddy. I'll tell you right. Oh, I did see this. This does look cool. It's in a stop motion. Are they still going? I thought I remember reading that they unfortunately you know, didn't have the money anymore. Like they weren't making enough money. But this looks cool. Yeah, I can't wait to check it out. I like what this company does, and they do really good stop motion. So yeah, sorry, I just can't let it play. Sometimes it copyrights. It's so lame. Just got A-list, best movie theater in Dallas. Appreciate what you do. You give me hope that Dallas boy can make it. Okay, I really don't like to be a hater on things like that. But AMC theaters in Dallas, they all suck. I'm just gonna say it, and I end up going to AMC's a lot because that's where the most press screenings are. But AMC still has the regular red seating, the fuzzy chairs that collect everyone's farts and dust. Those chairs are still all over AMC. They always got the sticky floors. Don't like the taste of that popcorn. No. Okay. The best theaters in Dallas, in my opinion, is Cinemark, West Plano. I glaze Cinemark for a reason, okay? These theaters are nice. So Cinemark West Plano, because look at these. You get the reclining seats. So these seats go back, your feet go up. Every chair has its own little table. So you can put your snacks on there, your drink, your popcorn. You're not always just having, like if you have a pizza, you don't have to have the humidity and sweat of that pizza all over your thigh. And then get up and look like you just peed yourself, but it's all pizza sweat. You don't want that, okay? Also, they serve Pizza Hut pizzas at Cinemark, okay? Listen to me. Hey, these extra calories came from somewhere. I know what I'm talking about. Cinemark West Plano to me is the best one. Um, Honestly, that's it, just any Cinemark really, and they got so many good food varieties too. They begin. They I just went to one the other day. Heck, I think I I showed a picture of my lady because I was like, look what they got now. What the heck? Where was it? I was. Let me see. I'll try to put it in the chat right now. Okay. Oh, let me show y'all. I was like, what the heck? I went to another Cinemark in the area to go see Alien Romulus with my dad, and they had chicken sandwiches, they had paninis, they had grilled cheese sandwiches, all of it. I was like, what? Samosas? What the hell? They got samosas. I don't know. I say Cinemark's cool, but that's just me. The West Plano one, favorite theater. Cinemark can drop me as a sponsor, and I'm still gonna glaze them because I love them. Okay, what are your thoughts on the live action How to Train Your Dragon? I'm curious. To me, live action adaptations are best when there is action involved. And I am so curious about the How to Train Your Dragon live action series because one, those live action dragons are going to look so cool. I think the cast is nice. I know people got mad that they didn't do an exact copy, but I mean, like, I don't know, it's good. It's gonna be fine as long as they act like the character. The potential for the sequels could be cool, seeing them grow up because that's one thing I did love about the animated series. I hope there is enough changes in a good way that enhance the story or that just the visuals alone are worth it. So I'm actually How to Train Your Dragon is for some reason. Also, I like that this will be not by Disney. We have seen Disney's version of live action remakes far too long. They're the ones that mainly do it, right? The Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, all these ones. What is this? Universal? Let's see how another studio handles live action remakes cuz so far they have a bad name because we only have seen Disney really do it. Let's see what Universal does with it. Maybe they don't do what Disney does with their formulas where they just give you the same movie but worse sometimes. If you had to get rid of 10 more oh my god. 10 more USA states. I'm not gonna do, dude. So many people got mad at that. I'm sorry. Dude. Also, I just can't even name that many states. I didn't know that many. I'm gonna stick with that list right there. Give me countries this time. Let's just eliminate Alaska. I know that's not a country, but it's barely connected to us, so it might as well just be, right? That caused a lot of divide in the 3C community whenever I did that. Rate 3 Deadpool movies. Alien Romulus is amazing. Rate the 3 ones? You mean like rank them? The first one is still my favorite. So, number 1. And then, you know what? I guess after I rewatched the second one after the third one, second one still has a lot of sauce, and then the third one. But like they're all great. They're all great. It's just 1, 2, and 3. I really do think 3 is just gonna keep aging poorly as more time goes on because how specific and like really niche a lot of those jokes are that 5 years from now talking about some of the stuff like the Loki joke, that joke is not gonna age well. Oh, Elias from season 1, episode 5 of Loki series. Like I don't know, things like that. Hugh Jackman's divorce joke or other things like that. But I still a lot of fun. 1, 2, 3 for me. But none of them I consider bad. They're all fun movies to me. Your favorite TV opening theme? For me, Airwolf. Opening theme on TV. I'm trying to think of like what were some. I know I like the Static Shock one. Superhero Dad. You know what? Oh, not the Ed and Eddie. Ed and Eddie was good. I'm trying to think of like a really catchy one that I was like always excited to hear. The Ben 10 one goes hard. It started with the alien device that what it did was some kids. Yeah, I don't even remember the words. Oh, dude, there we go. That's the one. You guys are right. I'm not. I can't. There's no. The dog in that goes crazy. Someone just said it. Let me see if I can find it again. Where was it? Goosebumps hand down. You're right. Goosebumps. Yeah, Fresh Prince too. Fresh Prince definitely had it. Can't deny it. Magic School Bus was good. Oh yeah, dude. But you know what? As much as I like 90s Spider-Man, I kind of like Spectacular Spider-Man song a little more. That song is really good. I like the Spectacular song a little bit more than the 90s one. Good question, fam. Um, are we sure we won't get a sequel to the 2019 Child's Play reboot? And what was going to be the original plot for the scrapped Funko Pop movie? I do think we're unfortunately just not. Just too much time has passed. It didn't make as much money as they wanted to. I think we'll still maybe get another attempt at a reboot somewhere down the line. We'll see if they do something different. As far as what the Funko Pop movie was going to be, it was almost going to be like in the Lego movie, where like, you know how it just has a bunch of random characters, but like Deadpool was going to be one of them. Here, let me see. Deadpool, Harley Quinn, Funko Pop movie plot. It was like a weird assortment of characters were going to be the main characters. Let me see if I can find it again. I haven't heard in a long time though. Plot. It had Hello Kitty was also one of the main characters. Was it? Okay, I think I just saw it. Might have been these. No. Funko Pop. And it was just that, like, it's like Lego. They go into the Funko Pop land, and then there's Funko Pops for every brand out there. And there was going to be an adventure with, like, Deadpool and whatnot. Okay, let's see if it's in here. Olaf was going to be one of them. What the hell? Olaf. Okay. Well, maybe it's changed since I remember. This is fake. No way this one's real. This one has to be fake. The Olaf one? No, that was not the cast. It was like somebody. I remember specifically because I had to talk about it. Let me see if I can find it. I'm a kid. No, I'm an adult. Okay. No, I don't see it. But I remember it was like, yeah, it was like Deadpool and Harley Quinn. Let me see it. Let me see if I could see it. No. And they were just like in the Funko Pop factory. That's what it was. It was like there's a factory of the Funko Pops being made. It was a Funkoville, the village, and then all that. And you could see even Coyote vs. Acme was over here, man. The Cat in the Hat movie that's still in the works. We never got it. We never got it. All right. Let's see what else we got. All right. Do you think the final battle for Sonic 3 should take place somewhere other than Green Hills and leave out other humans? Yeah, dude. They've been teasing this outer world area. They give us glimpses of other creatures from other places. Have the final battle. And I know it did leak online, so I kind of see where it's going to go. But yeah, I think we're going to probably end up like, I don't know, in space and time. I'm gonna answer this one super chat because I know this mofo is not gonna stay here this long and he just wants his attention. So let's give it to him, guys. The Flick Pick. Everybody knows the Flick Pick, my good old friend. In fact, let me pull out a photo of me and the Flick Pick to prove to you guys that we slept together. I mean that we hung out together. This was me and the Flick Pick in the hotel room. We're very happy. We shared. We bonded. Honestly, he was one of my heroes growing up. He still is. He still is. I was so nervous meeting the guy and everything. I loved him. He's so funny. I'm glad that we text from time to time. Can you hold your Xenomorph popcorn bucket and tell me something interesting about yourself? All right. Anything for this guy. Anything for this guy. All right. Something interesting about myself. Let's just say this isn't the first time, Flick Pick, I've thought of you in this position. I love you, Flick. Keep making content, man. I love your stuff. Don't give up. In fact, people, go check out the Flick Pick again. He's still making videos. He just posted a new one going to see go buy the 4K for Furiosa because that's old man activities he loves to do, even though it's like on streaming or something. Just kidding. He loves his physical media. Everybody support the Flick Pick. He's a great guy. All right, now to go back to my place over here. Let's see where I was. All right. Have you seen... Why? Dude, I hope Flick isn't still watching this because he thinks I have like brain rot, and maybe I do, but his perception of me is that I'm like the kid that like like I just watch Space Jam on my free time in a onesie while eating Cheerios. That's like what the flick pick thinks of me when I like big boy movies too. But no, I have not seen Lord of the Rings yet, okay? Jeez. I need to. All right. Hey, do you read comics and stay up to date? I don't stay up to date, mainly because I get so impatient. I like the paperbacks, but yeah, I do read comics. Like I talked about it just a couple weeks ago. I like going back to old series and things that are popular and whatnot. Right now, I'm really getting into like horror comics, not like traditional Marvel or DC stuff. Although I always like tend to like whenever Superman was announced and James Gunn told us, oh, Supergirl is about this paperback. I went and picked up Woman of Tomorrow, read that, and then All Star Superman I really liked, and the things like that. But right now I'm like into horror comics. So like I read the Puppet Master comic series, and dude, that was actually good. That comic is better than the movies. But yeah. Can you blow a kiss to the camera? I do believe you started the popcorn bucket trend. I watched your videos and then everyone else did it. Love it. I'm a trendsetter. What can I say? People know I'm the reason popcorn buckets are popular. No, it is crazy. Maybe I got to look into the stock market because I went into the popcorn bucket boom and then out of nowhere, everyone got into it. Your boy was finally first at something. But, there you go. To answer your question. All right. What's up, my brother? Wanted to thank you again for the support. My question, do you have any info on the upcoming King Spawn movie? No. I mean, that's the last update that we got, is that the movie is called King Spawn. It'll be about the King Spawn story. I'm interested in it. I'm just worried since it's a Blumhouse production and Blumhouse be making things on the cheapity cheap. I don't know how good it's gonna look or how great it's gonna be, or if it's gonna go all out like some people are hoping for. So hopefully it's good, but I'm taming expectations till I see what kind of things Blumhouse did with it, because they don't like to splurge. Movie biopics you want to see. Honestly, for the longest time, it was the Michael Jackson, and we're going to get that, which I'm so curious how that's going to turn out. Eminem, a more traditional biopic on Eminem, because his upbringing, I think, was really interesting, and the way he got discovered with Dr. Dre and all that, and all the controversies he went through as he was, like, coming up. But I don't think there's, like, a great ending to his story, because, like, right now, he just posted a new album, and I thought it was eh. And so, like, that's how we end the movie, is, like, he goes out of relevancy. So maybe eventually, but Eminem is definitely one I'd like to see. I think that'd be a cool one. Will you review Mickey Mouse Trap? Yeah, I mentioned I want to wait till it's the Spooky Mama season, October. I decorate the set and then we're in the spooky mood. And plus we have that other Mickey Mouse horror movie. So, and I know I'm going to want to talk about that one too, so why not just like have them all done in one video? So, yeah, but I think more in the Spooky Mama season. Do you think the final battle for Sonic 3 should be somewhere? Oh yeah, I answered that one. Yeah, I said let's have it on an alien planet. Let's not have it on Green Hills. We've already done Earth and all that. Let's explore the other worlds of the Sonic universe, man. It's time for that. What up, Chris? I heard the actor Spider-Man India will record his lines in a few months for Beyond. And Cosmic Circus says he heard it won't come out for another 2-3 years. You're the best YouTuber. God bless. Honestly, I believe him. Just because they're recording their lines does not mean the movie is finished. Honestly, it just could be the previs where everything still looks like Play-Doh and clay, but at least they have the basic models down. And then they go through like the people in charge of it, Phil Lord and Chris Miller. They're like perfectionists. Like they said they were literally making changes to the movie like a week before it hit theaters. So they're gonna do their rounds on what they think works and doesn't work on the story. So I kind of believe the 2 year. I think by what's next year, 2025? I think 2026. 2026. And people are gonna be like ready. I'm working on my own Scream fan film. Any recommendations on things you would like to see do? In Scream, let's see here. I would like a little bit. Just what I'm always looking forward to with Scream that I think has gotten stale is just finding more creative ways for the killer to mess with their victim. Not just like chase sequences. Chase sequences are cool, but dude, like nothing will reach the heights of like that Drew Barrymore scene in the original Scream, right? And like I still get chills rewatching those first 10 minutes when he's like, "'Cause I wanna see what you look like," and he's just like, "'Cause what?" And it's just a guy on the phone and all this, and he's like, "Blondie," like, just little things like that. I would love more scenes like that where Ghostface is, like, really menacing and, like, playing mind tricks, just things like that, more mind tricks. Films to watch to prepare for Deadpool 3. No spoilers. I mean, I would say none because like it's pretty there, but phew, there's so many movies you actually need to watch to like really enhance your enjoyment of that. Not just movies, TV shows and whatnot, but that's really also just to get the jokes. I would just honestly stick to Deadpool 1 and 2, and you'll probably be good enough. If you really wanted to, then boy, anything with the Marvel logo on it, it's live action. Just go for it. Spaceballs 2. See, this is another one where unfortunately your boy's never even seen Spaceballs 1. It's like one of the only parody movies I've never seen because you guys know I'm not a big Star Wars guy, and the main basis and parody for Spaceballs is Star Wars. So I'm like, why would I watch a parody of a movie where I don't get the jokes or the insides of? And you know, I say that, but I'm also somebody who saw Scary Movie 1 before I ever saw Scream. And I still loved Scary Movie 1. So, yeah, that just ruined my argument. Um, you think Eternals will appear in Doomsday? So there was this article that popped up. Well, Variety was saying it that Eternals was canceled. Eternals was a good movie. Can you? Who is googling that? Why is that? Eternals was a good movie. Am I right, Google? Who's googling? Eternals canceled. There's like Variety mentioned that like it's gone. Says here, Eternals 2 just got a reportedly disappointing update that it's canceled. You know, I know the movie wasn't perfect and it had its flaws. I kind of was really curious about a second Eternals movie because I think it's just so cool that they were about to go to a planet. Because the whole point of Eternals, if you didn't see it, was that there's these like 10 people that are given to every planet with a celestial in it, and their job is just to protect it from like these beings. I forget what they're called. And that there's a plot. But the Eternals are like, yeah, we don't want to follow celestials. We don't want to be prisoners or workers to this. So we're going to kill you, and now we're going to go travel to other planets and free other Celestials. Dude, the potential for seeing other Eternals that are aliens, they don't have to look human. There's a lot of Guardian of the Galaxy potential there. And imagining all the different powers they could have had, I'm thinking the reason they're not moving forward with it is because we have X-Men now. And X-Men is going to cover that. Individuals with different power sets, collecting them, meeting them, seeing that. Eternals would have been X-Men in space, right? Is meeting other beings with unique power sets, freeing them, helping them out. So Kevin Feige's like, well, now that I own X-Men, I don't think I need Eternals. I think Eternals at one point was going to be our X-Men replacement, just like how Inhumans at one point was going to be our X-Men replacement until we now have X-Men. X-Men. All right, moving forward. Tyler Hackey sends in $1. Thank you, Tyler. Or Taylor, sorry. Uh, This like the RDC Amber Alert. Watch the skit. RDC Amber Alert. I don't know if I can see the skit, but let me see. RDC Amber Alert. Oh, these guys. Yeah. I love them. I don't know if you guys watch them. They're funny. Their skits pop up from time to time. They do really good work. I think yeah, I've seen their skit before where they're like how you're supposed to react when you see an Amber Alert. You like drop everything just to help, which you should. There was one time, and dude, I probably shouldn't even say this out loud. I'm not lying. I'm not making this up. This is a real story. There was one time I got an Amber Alert. I was in my car, and it was like a blue Cadillac. This was the license plate. And I'm not kidding. I'm not lying. Blue Cadillac, almost identical license plate, minus one letter. So because the license plate was off by one letter, I didn't want to bother the police. But ever since that day, I think back and go, they could have honestly have just gotten the license plate wrong. Like, what a coincidence is it that it's the same car, color and model, and the license plate is exactly the same minus one letter? That literally might have been the car, and I should have called. I've always thought about that. This happened like 6-7 years ago, and I've always like I just think about that, man, and I'm like, should I have called? I Dude, I think about that so much sometimes, and I'm like, no, if they would have got the license plate right, it wouldn't have been off by one letter. And if I call the police and go, "Hey, I think I see the car from the Amber Alert, but the license plate doesn't say this at the end," I was so afraid the police would be, "Yeah, you idiot! So that isn't the car." But oh man, I hope whoever it was, they found them and they were okay. I'm gonna go to heaven one day, and then God's gonna be like, "You almost got in, buddy, but you let little Sophia die. So we can give you a season pass, but you're not spending too much time up here." Dude, I swear. So I thought about that. Okay, can you rank the Transformers movies on the spot? All right. Dude, I need to pull them out. I don't know if I could do it on the spot. Transformers movies. Okay. Let's see here. Well, that's pretty easy. Let's see. All right. Number one. Well, let's just start from the bottom. Let's ignore the animated movie. I'm not gonna count that. Number one, bottom of the list. I'm going The Last Night. I remember being so bored during that movie. Not even worth my time. Then the other one is the other Mark Wahlberg movie. What's the other Mark Wahlberg movie called? I don't see. I can't even remember the name. Basically, the two Mark Wahlberg movies at the bottom of the list. Not gonna mess with them. Then I'm gonna go Transformers 2. I know I found it funny at the time, but I've revisited Transformers 2, and it does feel dumb. It doesn't feel as good as the others. Then I'm going Rise of the Beasts. I thought Rise of the Beasts was good. Then I'm gonna go Transformers 3. I think Transformers 3 is really good. I enjoyed it. I hate that they replaced Megan Fox, but the story I thought was still really fun. Then I'm gonna go Bumblebee and the first Transformers. There you go. There you go. Okay. I feel like people wouldn't get it, but if the movie Roadhouse was getting a parody movie, I feel like it would be called Waffle House. Dude, you're a genius. I need someone to make that. I've never really eaten at a Waffle House, but there are times where I crave it. That's the most Trisha Paytas thing I've ever said. All right, you heard of Vought Rising? Yeah, isn't that like the fake movie thing they're working on? But it's not real. Vought Rising. Is this? Oh, yes, the prequel. I don't like the idea for it. I don't. This is the thing they announced at Comic-Con, where Soldier Boy, Jensen Ackles is coming back, and Stormfront, which was honestly not that memorable of a character for me. Like, yeah, she was messed up and dumb, but I didn't like her. I like Jensen Ackles, Soldier Boy, just because mainly I like Jensen Ackles. But it's gonna be like a prequel to how like Vought started and all that. Honestly, don't care that much. I'm more interested in The Boys Mexico, where we're gonna see what Mexico's like in the Boys universe. And I'm just thinking because it's gonna be like Narcos with superheroes, and that kind of sounds kind of fun. Can you imagine being a drug dealer and having superpowers? Stuff go crazy. Stuff go crazy. Okay. Do you think oh yeah, we've answered this, buddy. My friends, I promise I'll get to every super chat. I feel bad when you guys send the same one like 2 or 3 times. Don't waste your money. It is going to a good cause, but I promise you, if you send a super chat, I'll always get to it. Unless I miss it, then I'm sorry. But I almost never miss it. All right. Let's see. If you've seen X-Men 97, should Morph be in the MCU? Maybe as a teen. Have his relationship with Logan be a father-son type like Rogue in the Fox films. I wouldn't mind that. But being what like the underlying context of what Morph and Wolverine's relationship is, where it seems maybe a little sexual, that father-son dynamic just got a little weird. But I definitely would like Morph. I think Morph is cool, but you know who I really want? I want, what's his name? Darwin? They need Darwin back, bro, because that was a cool superpower. Have you seen the new Monkey tease? I have. And, I don't know what to think, because I feel like, dude, this year was one of the years where my movie opinion and what my other movie mutual opinions thought was so different. I feel like am I in the right career? Because I feel like I'm disagreeing with everybody this year, or I'm not on the same page with everybody. I'll tell you what I mean. First off, love this image. This is horrifying in some of the best ways possible. I love this. If you guys don't, this is the new Oz Perkins movie. It's gonna be by Neon, who's kind of been killing it with horror movies this year. But it's like about a family who finds this monkey. Yes, it's the monkey from Toy Story, but it's been a famous monkey even before Toy Story. That's why it showed up in Toy Story. Sorry, I'm trying to find the best way. Okay. Anyways, they find this monkey, and every time the monkey claps, someone dies horrifically, right? The trailer didn't give much of a hint to the story. It just showed like people bloodied up, and that's definitely gonna be fun. I love the look of the monkey design though. But I just hope I like it because I feel like the horror movies I like this year are not the horror movies people like. Like, am I logged into my letterbox? Let me see if I'm logged into my letterbox. I am. Okay, let's go to my list. Like, right, and I know if you disagree, that's fine. But this is like currently my list of the horror movies I like. I'm gonna talk about all the horror movies I haven't made reviews or talked about when Spooky Mama comes, because there's a lot of ones that came out. But movies like okay, like Longlegs, Late Night with the Devil, First Omen, and even the one that just came out, Cuckoo, which I did see. I have to log it. I haven't logged it, and I didn't do a review, so that'll be one of those movies I talk about. I saw them and I like them, but I don't love them the way other people did. People came out loving Long Legs. People came out loving Late Night with the Devil, and people are coming out loving Cuckoo. And all of them I'm walking out going, "Dang, I don't love it." It's just like thumbs up for sure, but I don't love them. And I'm just like, then I go and see Alien Romulus and I'm like, "That was awesome." And then I see all my other people go, "That was terrible." And I'm like, maybe talking movies isn't for me, guys, because I don't think we have the same opinions. So it's definitely a skibbity Chris moment, as the chat is definitely putting it. Skibbity Chris, skibbity Chris. I don't know, but that's how you know I'm always honest with you guys. I never try to sway my opinion to match others, even if it's not going to be the most popular or common opinion. I'll just tell you honestly how I feel about things. And yeah, this year I feel really alienated because there's so many people I respect, and they feel completely different about some movies than I do. All right, let me see if I go back to where I lost my spot. All right, we talked about that. We talked about that. Have you seen Monkey? Okay. Did you used to watch Phineas and Ferb? I'm excited for the revival, and I want an X-Men focused Mission Marvel sequel. I was a Finn Billenstad. I did watch some Phineas and Ferb, but unfortunately, Phineas and Ferb was coming out right at a time where I just was like, I don't know if I should be watching cartoons. I need to start worrying about things like taxes and 401ks. And so only seen a few episodes. I like it, but I know it's something I would have loved more if I was younger. Are you planning on making another Halloween Horror Nights Fest vlog Spooky Mama season? I don't know, because honestly, the Halloween Horror Nights lineup is not that exciting for me. I'm not even gonna lie. Let me see. What are the houses? Let's see if I can find what the houses are this year. They did not pique my interest. Let me go through them. What they were. So we have an original, which is cool. Eternal Blood. Universal monsters are always cool. Uh, we have Insidious the Further, but I wasn't a big fan of the most recent Insidious movie. I thought it was kind of a letdown, so I'm not that excited for Insidious. Ghostbusters again is a movie I liked. I didn't love it though, and it definitely has its flaws. And if they make one more mediocre Ghostbuster movie, it might be over for the franchise for a little bit. But I just don't know how excited I would be for a house of that. I think I would just like it more for like, whoa, look at Slimer. Whoa, look at his buns. You know? So I was like, eh. Then we have A Quiet Place, which, you know what? Probably the most exciting house of them all. Who wouldn't want to walk in there and hear, which is, I think, or is that Last of Us? They make clicky sounds too, right? Maybe I'm thinking just Last of Us. But The Quiet Place would be kind of cool, especially if they do the New York setting, right? Okay. And then Triplets of Terror. Good luck. Monsterland of Latin America. I think they had that last year, and I like that. Museum of Deadly Exhibits. Mare Sweets Candy Factory. Well, you know I'm getting lost in there. Goblin's Feast. Slaughter Cinema 2. I still have to see Slaughter Cinema 1. And there you go. So, unfortunately, not that many like really good things I'd like to see, you know. I just but that's just me. You know what? Six Flags is kind of killing it. Six Flags, which sucks though, because I don't think they're all over the place. Six Flags, haunted houses. Jeez Louise, why didn't that pop up? Sorry, guys. Six Flags, houses. Let's see. Fright Fest. You're gonna be blown away. This stuff's gonna get your motor running. All right, what we got this year for Fright Fest? Is it this one? Is it this? Oh, okay, what is it? This one? Okay, they're gonna do the Conjuring universe. So Six Flags is gonna have a Conjuring house. All right, they're gonna have the Saw franchise. They're gonna have a Saw house. Okay, yeah. They're gonna have Stranger Things, which you know, Halloween Horror Nights did have that last year. So all right. They're gonna have Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They're gonna have Trick or Treat. Love freaking Trick or Treat. So freaking Little Sam's gonna be there. Dude, what else do they got? Freaktown? You know I'm gonna get freaky at Freaktown. More Trick or Treat. Dude, I don't know. Six Flags might have taken it this year, y'all. Those are houses that sound way more exciting to me. But I think this thing that sucks about this is they're only like, it's only like the Six Flags in California or something, or like 2 or 3 in the country. And there is one in Dallas, but I don't know if they're going to be doing all this stuff. All right. Let's see here. Will Sony have a Spider-Man anytime soon in their live action movies? If not Andrew, who plays him? Fan casting. You know, jeez, I don't I don't know if I want to do it. Okay. Maybe I can do it with getting away with it. Let's see if we can get away with it, chat. I want to do it just because I love that video so much. So let me see if I can. All right. I'm going to try to do it, chat. We're going to try and evade the copyright system. And you guys better be happy about this. So, where am I? Okay. Okay, so you'll be able to hear it, chat. Okay. So I mentioned get on Reddit. And someone made like one of the funniest things. And this was my prediction for how I thought. Jesus, that's a lot of memes. I gotta check them out in a sec. Where is the specific one I'm talking about? Let me get to it. Almost. Okay, here it is. Okay. I'm gonna have to turn the music on and off as we go on because, like I said, it's copyrighted music, but I'm gonna risk it for you guys right now. So let's see. All right. So this is somebody. This is Oscar Saucedo, who animated what I think the ending of Venom 3 shall be, which kind of goes with your question right now, my fan. Let me just, okay, there we go. I'm going to go, okay. So Eddie's walking. He sees the pizza shop. He's in New York because the reshoot photo showed him in New York, right? All right, so let's give a little bit of time pass and then go again. I'm just going to let it play. He sees Spider-Man in the sky, and he's like, whoa, Spider-Man. Because remember, the whole movie, he's supposed to be protecting 10-year-old Peter. So we see him in the reshoots. It's been 10 years later. Peter's now grown. He's seen swinging in the sky. He did it. He saved the day. You have cancer, Eddie? Yeah, you got cancer. I want that to be the ending of Venom 3. I know I butchered it with having turned the sound on and off, but this is the funniest thing to me. So again, Eddie's going down the streets, looks up. Oh, the 10-year-old is grown now. He's there. Let me see. He did it. He saved the day. You have cancer, Eddie? Yeah, you got cancer. It's the freaking funniest. I don't know why the movie ends with Eddie having cancer, but that. And I don't know why I'm Eddie's doctor walking down the street of New York, letting him know the terrible news in front of Joe's Pizza. But this was the funniest thing. This is how I need Venom 3 to end. He saved young Peter. He sees him swinging in the city. And then out of nowhere, Venom 3. I love that, man. That was hilarious. Let's see if I get a copyright strike, but that was worth it. That's so funny. All right, moving forward. Um, all right. Let's see. We just talked about that. Who should the new villains be for the next Sonic movies? Here's my list: Metal Sonic, Silver, Dark, Gia, and Mafeelings, Mafeel me. Metal Sonic for sure is my number one. I want. I think they got to do like a little bit of build up for Silver would be cool, but Metal Sonic is like so easy to do. It's like Robotnik's. Well, like I can't trust any living thing. Let me just make my own thing, and that's something I for sure can trust. So Metal Sonic would be my preferred villain alongside Shadow or the next movie onward. Okay. Hey Chris, if you could make your perfect movie, what would it be? It could be any horror, action, superhero, whatever. If you could make your perfect movie, what would it be? It could be anything horror, action, superhero. What would it be? I've talked about longest time, and I know people hate the idea. I would do a Robin trilogy. That's always what I think about, and I just say it now because my other ideas, I hope one day I can try and do in short form. But a Robin trilogy. I want the whole movie, the whole series to be told from the perspective of Robin. So I want Dick Grayson. I want to see it from his perspective. Obviously, loses his parents, gets adopted by Batman, and I want that whole first movie to be about Dick's journey of like going from like oh, he adopted me, he's my father. Oh, now he's my mentor. Now he's training me. I don't believe in him. I leave him and I become Nightwing. Right, and the movie ends with Nightwing. Okay, second Robin movie, we go and we get the Red Hood story. And although you would like it to be, Batman versus the Red Hood, I think there's something more interesting about it being Dick Grayson versus Jason Todd because I think Dick would sympathize with Jason. He'd be like, I know what it's like to be raised by Batman. I know what he put you through, and I know how terrible you must feel that he didn't save you in time, but this isn't the way. So Robin versus Robin is kind of cooler to me. Maybe he's got like Batman like chained up somewhere and something like that. So again, that'd be cool. And then the third movie, it's Dick with Damian. And let's just have Batman die or disappear in that movie. So now Robin has to take up the mantle, become Batman. And now everything he just went through from being raised by Batman, learning how to raise the kid the wrong way, Jason Todd, now he's got to put all that thinking to use and try and raise Damian because Bruce is nowhere to be seen. I don't know, man. That's my trilogy. That's why I'm a YouTuber and I don't make movies. But that's why I love the character of Robin so much. I would love that to see something like that. And I'm like, we already got a Joker movie. So let's do a Robin movie, man. Let's do Robin some justice. No Tim Drake. He can show up Eddie style at the end of this trilogy. You got cancer, Damien? Yeah, you got cancer. All right, let's go. Who would you fan cast for some of the X-Men? Oh, dude, I mean, for a while, I would have really have wanted Taron Egerton. I would want him as Cyclops. Maybe they could. It all depends on how old they want to make a lot of these characters, right? But Taron Egerton as Cyclops would be like my go-to. Like, dude, look at that guy. Imagine him in the '90s Cyclops outfit, bro. Would look phenomenal. Would look so gracious. Taron Egerton for that. I'm trying to think of like who. I know people would like want Glenn Powell, but I want like 10 X-Men movies, so I kind of want a little bit younger. Let me just see how the age difference. Let me see. Glenn Powell age. Let me see. How old is he? 35. Okay, and what's Taron Egerton's age? Watch, he's gonna be older. He's gonna end up being older. Age 34. See, way younger than Glenn Powell. Maybe he just looks younger to me. I don't know. And dude, okay, did you guys see that photo going around of the stunt double for freaking whatchamacallit, Deadpool and Wolverine? Let me see if I can find it. And guys, this isn't gonna be rude because I think Taron Egerton is a handsome dude. Tell me that. Oh shoot, I forget. Tell me this guy right here does not look like Taron Egerton. I don't know what. I feel like this is what Taron Egerton would look like if he was Wolverine. This is literally Taron. I'm not. Look at the faces. Come on now. Maybe I'm the only one seeing it. but I feel like this guy, okay? I don't know. I see it. I'm surprised nobody mentioned it. But I'm like, dude, that's what Taron Egerton would look like as Wolverine. Let's make it happen. I think that'd be good. All right. All right. Let's see here. So Chris, what Shrek 5 start and off with? You know what? Maybe it's gonna be my Incredibles my Incredibles 3 theory, but I also want to see Shrek's kids a little older. I'd like to see Donkey's kids a little older. Not too old. I don't need them to be adults, but I'd like them to be able to at least talk and show off their personality. So I would want the kids a little bit more involved. I don't know if I want them to take over the story just yet, but I think I would like to see, the kids, but I don't know about starting and ending off with. That's just one thing I for sure want. Don't steal my idea, but Alien vs Predator versus the Evil Dead. Patent pending. The pre using the Necronomicon to make an alien queen spread wings like a dragon, and Ash is our only hope. I'd love it, man. I'd love it. I wonder if we're ever going to get Ash-related stories. Bruce Campbell's talking about he just doesn't feel old enough to do it. He doesn't look right, and that's why they're going the animated route with some of the Evil Dead stories for like Ash the Evil Dead continuation. But one day I think we're going to get another Ash, right? It's such an interesting, groovy character. It'd be cool to get more Ash stories. Who would win in a twerk-off? Art the Clown, Jason, Chucky. Oh, no, Art can get it. You heard me. This is why you subscribe and watch this channel. I would have said Chucky because I think he can get down with it. You know that scene in Bride of Chucky where he's jamming out? He's like, that's exactly what Chucky looked like. Jason, you've never even seen him shake his butt. I don't even know if the man poops. So I'm going to go Art the Clown. He's just a little silly. He a little clown. Do you like the Sony Spider-Man movies? Of course. Well, not the spin-off ones. Morbius, Madam Web. I tolerate the Venom movies. They're somewhat enjoyable if I really turn off my brain. But I'm not loving Morbius. I'm not liking Madam Web. I'm so happy El Muerto got canceled and is probably not happening. But Sony, come on, wise up, man. What is you doing? I'm kind of looking forward to Craven. Kind of. Just mainly because it's rated R. But I do like Sony Spider-Man movies. I mean, when it's Spider-Man. Compa Chris, I sent a super chat 2 lives ago, but you never got to it. I sent you a message on IG. Sebas, yo soy 05. Well, homie, what did you talk to me about, man? What were we saying, man? I'm sorry if I missed you, man. The only time I feel like I really miss somebody is whenever the live ends and then one comes in, right? But I got you now, and I'm here, and I'll check out on Insta. I just saved it right there so I could check. If the Netflix live action Scooby-Doo... Oh, I forgot that's happening. I'm so excited for that. Do you think there's a potential for that universe live action Scooby Loch Ness Monster zombie movie? I'm going to be so honest with you guys. I do not want Scooby-Doo live action to be about real monsters. And that's what the Loch Ness and the zombie movie are, right? Real monsters in those animated movies, which I love the zombie movie. I want basically Scooby-Doo to be family-friendly Scream. I want a murder mystery or some sort of mystery movie. I want a whodunit where we're trying to figure out who did it, and then let's get a reveal at the end. Old Man Jenkins, no, would have gotten away with it, if it wasn't for you meddling kids and your dumb dog. Like, I'm not gonna lie, one of my favorite parts of Scooby-Doo 2, let's see if I could do it. This is, and I wish we would get a whole movie like this. Scooby-Doo 2. What is it? The Vulture? What was that guy? Well, other than Shaggy's boobs, because that was definitely a fun part. Where is it? Let's see. Scooby-Doo. What was that? Was it the Eagle? What was it? What was it? Scooby-Doo. Does anybody remember what that was? It was like flying. Is it there? Is it there yet? No. They give it away. What was the name of it? Oh, it's the Prison Escape guy? Was it this guy? Yes. Okay. So here we get like a flashback to an old villain, Jonathan Jacobo. And they show what he was doing at his time. And I have to pause it or else I'll get copy strike. But they show what he was doing. And this is what he built a costume that was actually flyable. It had all that. I'm not going to lie. Do that. Give me a whole movie where that's where your villains looked like this guy right here, and this is what they were doing. I don't have to. I don't want to go through a Scooby Doo movie where I'm like, are zombies real? Is there really a vulture creature? I want a movie literally like this, where it's just a guy in a funny costume, like the opening. Dude, how cool is that costume? That was one of the most badass. That's original villain too, right? This thing, that thing is literally from your nightmares. If you did a whole movie with this guy in a costume like that, would love it. And then you reveal at the end and you explain how he was able to do his paranormal stuff in a cool way. That's what I want from live action Scooby Doo. I want it to stay realistic. I don't want every Scooby Doo movie to be, but the monster's a wheel this time. Didn't see that coming, did you? I don't know. That's my opinion. Okay, quick thoughts on Deadpool 2. I know it's a specific. I thought I wasn't a big fan of Deadpool 2, and I guess a lot of that was cuz I was pissed when I watched it and they killed Vanessa in the beginning, and then at the end he just brings her back to life and I'm like, "Well, we went through all that for nothing." And then when I went back to watch it after Deadpool and Wolverine, yeah, there's just a lot of like a good balance of the serious stuff with the humor, which Deadpool and Wolverine also does, but it tips a little bit more into the goofy, silly. And Deadpool 2 still has it a way to keep it kind of grounded. And I do kind of like the cinema. David Leitch did some good jobs with the fight scenes and the cinematography in there. So, Deadpool 2 is pretty good. It's pretty good. I think Jurassic Park should just keep the timeline forward, but make it a bit of an anthology. Like have a movie take place in a town about Velociraptor pack killing people and call it Jurassic Village. That'd be cool. I would like a smaller story like that. I know a lot of people want us to continue and move the story forward. There's rumors that the new movie is like a prequel and all that into the Jurassic universe. That'd be fine, but it's like, man, you set up this universe to have dinosaurs everywhere, and you barely did anything with that story. But that's a cool idea. I do like that. Worst to best. Borderlands, The Strangers, Herald. Honestly, and I'm not even kidding. Okay, so I'm going to go The Strangers at the bottom for me. That's the worst to me. Borderlands in the middle, and Herald. Herald, it's not a bad movie because you can clearly, okay, it is a bad movie, but you can clearly tell it was made for a 5-year-old's brain. It was made for a little kid. And the children books are for like 5, 6-year-olds. So it's a sweet, innocent movie. It doesn't have like the horrible meme potential like Cat in the Hat, which, hey, when I say that, people get mad. I love Cat in the Hat. I think Cat in the Hat's one of the funniest movies. But let's not get it twisted. Cat in the Hat is like so weirdly out there. It was ahead of its time. They didn't understand the brilliance. I think Cat in the Hat's a masterpiece. But The Herald isn't like that. It's just a sweet, innocent movie that's a little goofy. And it's fine for a 5-year-old. But Borderlands was just kind of a movie. It was like mid. And Strangers was just giant disappointment, man. Giant disappointment. What do you think about the Kick-Ass reboot? I'm interested. I love Kick-Ass. That first one, it's probably one of my favorite comic book movies of all time. I remember I like was so excited for that movie. I read the graphic novel, and I thought that was one of the first times where I read the comic and novel, and the movie turned out better. Like the changes they made from the comic to the movie actually worked for the best. I love the jetpack sequence at the end. So I really love Kick-Ass, and I hope the reboot's good. But also in a world of saturated superhero stuff and things like The Boys that are commentating on superhero things, what can Kick-Ass do that The Boys isn't doing already? Whatever happened to the Cloverfield sequel? It's still in the works. I mean, that's one of those things that did get announced before the Hollywood strike, and then after the Hollywood strike, a lot of that stuff has just disappeared. Like, stuff was in the works, didn't happen, and now it's not going to happen. I think it's still happening, but since Matt Reeves is attached to it, not as a director, I think he's a producer on it. He's probably focused on the Batman right now. So after he's done with the Batman, he's probably going to help out, get that project get going. Zane Mabel sends in $2. Thank you, Zane Mabel. Heard of The Keeper's Diary, a biohazard story. It's a crowdfunded short film on YouTube by the Residents of Evil that was released a month ago. No, I haven't heard about that. I'll jot it down. There's another horror short film I'm trying to find time to watch. That's by some creator friends of mine. I think it's called Milk and Cereal. And it's only like an hour long or something, but I got to check that out too. I'll add that to the list. Really wish Pixar would just make a sequel to Wall-E because I have many theories what they can do with it. And what would you want for Wall-E sequel? Because I have many theories on what they can do with it. Okay. I want a sequel to Wall-E 2. I love Wall-E. It's my favorite Pixar movie. Yeah, I hope they do it, but I don't know if they would. I feel like if they were gonna do it, they would have announced it by now. But dude, yeah, Wall-E is my favorite. I don't know where they could go. I mean, he just another life-threatening event happens. Maybe aliens come and they have their own technology bots, and it's like Wall-E versus those bots or something like that. I don't know. That was just off the top of my head. All right, Chris, when are we seeing movie reviews for the Wolverine movies? And the content is great and need more lives. I ain't gonna give you a date on them Wolverine reviews, but if you get them, then consider yourself lucky. I hope I get to it, man. I just feel like is does even care anymore? The time's passed. I ruined it and all that. It was because I went to the premiere. It messed up my schedule since I was out of town for like 4 days and stuff like that. And then I was going to LA and all that. It messed up the things I had planned. But I'll get to it because you guys do want it. And you did give there was a great response to the First Class to Dark Phoenix video, so that made me happy. What are your thoughts on the Monsterverse and Halloween video game they are making? Oh, good. I forgot to talk about that. So we do have this Halloween game that's in the works. Let's see here. Halloween. Okay, so they announced 2 video games are coming, right? And we got the trailer. What the heck? Video game. And we got the trailer for one of them that turns out it's going to be a retro platforming game. And honestly, not going to lie, I like this idea. I like retro platforming, 8-bit games kind of like this. They're also making one for Evil Dead like that. And these are the kind of games because I have a Switch, even though it's going to be out for PlayStation 2. Well, I do have my my PlayStation Portal, which I don't use as much as I should though. But I could probably play it on there and just have a little bit of fun time, let the time pass. But now if this is the first game they're announcing that we're getting, that means the second game is the game I'm fearing, which is the Dead by Daylight kind of game where you're going to play as Michael Myers or Laurie Strode, and they're going to put you in the neighborhood and you have to it's the game that is fun for a week and then no one talks about or is like relevant again. I'm tired of those kind of games. It's like if you really want to just they already have a skin on Dead by Daylight. You could be Michael Myers on there. You could have a level on there. What else you gonna do? I really wanted a story campaign driven Halloween game, and I thought that's what they were gonna do. But now it looks like we're just gonna end up getting, the Dead by Daylight kind of game. So I don't know. Yeah, but I mean I'm gonna play both either way. But we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Okay. Only because the title literally says, ask me anything. You exercise it all, or you have plans on building that body to be just as badass as your YouTube career and movie knowledge. I love your work and need you ripped. Dude, you and me both. You know what? You know what's so delusional of me? Is I have this thought. And I literally think this like it's serious. And I'm like, right now I can enjoy my candy. I can enjoy a pizza, because in a couple months I'm going to start this diet and then, I'm going to be eating healthy and going to the gym and I'm going to get jacked. One day I'm just going to be jacked. I'm not going to keep it forever, but I'm going to be musculared up and jacked. I've had that thought in my head for like 10 years and that diet and consistency never comes. I just have a weak discipline mentality. Not even lying to you. Like I'm guilty when it comes to food. I'm weak to it. If I crave a donut, if I crave a pizza, if I crave a burger, I'm losing that battle. I'm having it, man. And it's so crazy because I have my best friend that I've known all my life. He became a gym rat and he made progress and he looks great without a shirt. I hate the guy. And dude, I'm just like, and he tells me all the time, why can't you do it? Why can't, dude, it's so easy. Just go to the gym. Come on, I'll train you. And I'm like, dude, you didn't grow up as a fat kid. You don't know what it's like to crave food and give into it like if it's some beautiful lady. It's all excuses, I know. Like literally, I'm just saying it, and there's someone out there going, excuses, excuses. I know. Still can't help it. I still can't. I've been trying to say for a long time I'm gonna quit energy drinks. Had one today. Had one yesterday. But I plan to, buddy. And I'm glad you guys ask and all that. But it's just true. It's the struggle I go through, and hopefully I can overcome it. Literally, it's not even about exercising because I'm fine going to the gym. It's the eating that kills me. I can go to the gym, but you can sure bet your butt as soon as I leave that gym, I go, well, I think I earned myself a little Caesars. You know what? I picked myself up a pack of donuts. Everything I just did in the gym, gone. So there you go, guys. Now you know. Now you know my the things I go through. Maybe some of y'all can relate or not, but we'll see. I think the thing that's honestly going to motivate me the most is when I have a kid, because when I don't want to be the fat dad. I want to go to their school events. I want to be able to see their friends, and I want to be that dad that picks them up in their cool car and go, "That's your dad? Whoa!" I don't want to be that guy where he's like, "Timmy's dad is fat." That's gonna get to me. That's gonna get to me. Someone just said in the chat, "Do you like Canes?" I actually don't like Canes. I think Canes is gross. I don't know. I don't like. Every time I try to eat Canes, I can't do it. It sucks because my lady loves Canes. We could eat it every other day if she wants. Okay, you ask who's gonna direct Holland's new Spider-Man 4 after watching the scene where Noah and Seal fight towards the end of the film. Give Wes Ball the job. Ooh, that'd be cool. But Wes Ball right now, I think, is going to be doing the next Planet of the Apes movie. I think he has a whole plan for a trilogy if he wants. Oh, and he's also doing Legend of Zelda movie. I don't know. Part of me feels like he's very happy with the things he's doing right now. I don't think he's going to do Spider-Man 4. Although, you're right. I wouldn't mind that. I would not mind him for Spider-Man 4. He definitely showed he can do stuff there. Do you think Indiana Jones will make a comeback? It's hard to say because I do. Although I'm the person that I believe you can recast any character or most any character, Indiana Jones, Marty McFly. I'm trying to think of who else. Like those are the main two in my head. Indiana Jones and Marty McFly. Those are the two characters where it's almost impossible to recast because the actors who portrayed them just brought so much of their own personality and style into the character. How do you replicate that? How do you make that character the way they were again? So as much as I would like Indiana Jones, yes, but it almost has to be a different person than what Harrison Ford did. And at that point, just make an original character. Why does he have to be the only guy raiding tombs and finding artifacts? You know? All love was regarding original music for you to use for the channel, like my new single, Desmerado also, and what would you want from Hulk? Oh, if you're recommending music, I could always use some music for the channel, so I might check that out, my friend. And then would I want Hulk versus Wolverine? Yes, and I hope it happens in Secret Wars. They teased us with it in Deadpool and Wolverine, and we didn't get that fight, so it better happen in Secret Wars. Russo Brothers, you know what to do. Dwight Brown sends in $1. Appreciate you, Dwight. Backwood Films Gaming says, which do you think will do better, Venom 3 or Kraven? If they don't have a live-action Spider-Man, do you think they will cancel the universe, fan cast a Spider-Man? Honestly, Venom 3 is going to do better than Kraven. I think Kraven will do a decent amount, but I don't think Kraven is to the level of like what Venom is. In terms of what Spider-Man fans, or the general audience, I mean, care about. It has the word last in the title. Anytime you clickbait, this is the last movie in a series. It just tends to do a little bit better. There are a lot of people that love those Venom movies, even if Spider-Man's not in them. I think it will. And also Kraven's rated R, so it's got that going against it. I think Venom 3 is going to do better. What are your top 5 most anticipated movies for the rest of 2024? Okay, so going through them, Beetlejuice, because I'm the #1 Beetlejuice fan. I've loved it since I was a fetus. You can never find proof that I've said otherwise. Beetlejuice. Sonic 3 for sure is definitely up there. I want Sonic 3 a lot. Oh God, okay. What was the other properties I was trying to think of? Oh man, I already saw Transformers 1 and I did enjoy it. Can't wait till I can do a full review on that. But the embargo I think is still on it. Movies of 2024 wiki. Why did I already forget so many of these movies, man? But Beetlejuice, Sonic 3. I'm not really caring about Mufasa. I don't care too much about let's see what else. Like I said, although I think Moana 2 is going to be great, I guess I am kind of looking forward to Last Dance just to kind of get it over with to see how they finish off as a Spider-Man fan and if there's any final Spider-Man connections that Sony could just squeeze out of there. Terrifier 3. So now one more. Um, I am I, I'm kind of looking forward to Joker, but I don't know if I would put it on the list just yet. That might be it, homies. No, come on. There's got to be more. Terrifier 3, yeah, for sure. I definitely included them. That one. Nosferatu. Not even kidding. Nosferatu. Robert Eggers is. I loved his Viking movie he did. So I think that could be cool. Okay, my 3C, my boy. Would you want to see Toby with Hughes Wolverine or Spidey Pool Tom Andrew with Ryan's Deadpool? Okay. I'm just okay. That hurt my head a little bit. I definitely want to see Toby with Hugh. That's definitely it. If I'm picking between Deadpool, I don't know because I did think just Tom Holland and Ryan Reynolds would be good together. But then I did see like there's a lot of like behind the scenes fun stories with like Andrew Garfield and Ryan Reynolds. Like they kissed at an Oscars and all that. So they have good rapport and that chemistry could be cool on screen. So I'm gonna go Toby and Hugh as my number one, and then Andrew and Deadpool. Favorite cameo from Deadpool? Honestly, Gambit. I was just happy that they made a character that never existed still have a nostalgic feel to it. That's an achievement. That's an achievement. Love your videos. What's your favorite? What's your future goal for YouTube? Well, definitely hit 1 million subscribers. I just want to hit that million. I think once I hit that million, I'm not gonna try and chase that many because I doubt I'll get Mr. Beast numbers and hit 10 million. That'd be awesome though. But I want to hit 1 million subscribers. Post short films. I'd like I mean, you think I'm gonna post like what other people do, like depressed, sad stories. I want to try and do something fun. I just want to try and see if I can do it. I don't know if I'll ever be like Chris Stuckman or like the Rocco Brothers who actually got their own movie. It'd be awesome, but I just want to try, see if I have that in me. So hit 1 million and post some short films. What superhero would you like to see in the next Spider-Man movie? By the way, I love your videos. You're the best. Superhero, Daredevil number 1, and honestly Deadpool. I do think that's the next Deadpool related movie. If you make it, oh, you making a lot of money there. That's a Billy right there. That'd be so cool. So Daredevil first, then Deadpool. I want them. Do you think the Sonic 3 trailer is at Gamescom? I don't know. It could be, but I doubt it. I don't know, man. We're almost halfway through August. They were saying we're getting a trailer in August. I don't think it's happening. September. I was telling y'all September. I think the new ghost suit. I like the new ghost suit. I don't mind it, but I think it lacks personality. And maybe it's just a thing. I can't even tell if it's a boy or girl into that. Which maybe that's the point. You're not supposed to tell, I guess, right? But I don't know. And like the ghost costume in the comics is almost supposed to have a little bit of a scary vibe to it. It's not much of a scary vibe. It looks like one of those what the people that joust. Is that what it's called? Something like that. Your Lord God sends in a super sticker. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day, Lord. Let's see here. Would you like them to give another try at the Dark Universe? I would. I wish we lived in a world where the Tom Cruise mummies was good. It's not that I wouldn't. It's just if they continued on, it was clear they were going to become action movies. And those characters are horror characters to me. And when the Universal monsters, unless you're doing something like The Munsters or that one monster movie where they all like came to life and it was like kind of family friendly movie, or like Hotel Transylvania, I don't think there's a way for you to actually make it make sense in a horror related setting why the Wolfman, the Mummy, and Frankenstein would all be together without it feeling a little forced or goofy, right? So part of me is okay that the Dark Universe didn't happen. I understand why you would want to see it because who wouldn't want that? But it was going to become an action franchise. It was essentially going to be the Dark Universe was going to turn into Fast and Furious, right? I don't know. That's just me. Fetty wants to do Alien vs Predator with a Prey director. I did see that. He was asked if like his movie could lead to an Alien vs Predator movie, and he said, "Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'd have to talk to my friend Dan, which is Dan Trachtenberg, who did Prey." And he's like, "Maybe we could do a Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez thing with like Until Dawn is what they did." Something like that's that movie. I'm sorry, but they're like he directs half of it and I direct the other half. It's just an off the hand thing. It's gonna come down to Disney, and they're definitely gonna do it. Like, why wouldn't they? Something like that will make money. You just made a mostly enjoyable Alien movie. People really liked Prey. You put out this next Predator movie and it makes money. Disney's gonna be like, all right, it's time to make these guys clash. Although my preferred thing, keep the story separate. I think just make AVP its own kind of series and still let the Alien and Predator movies, excuse me. Oh, sorry about that, guys. And let the Alien vs Predator movies continue their own story path. Don't make Alien Romulus all of a sudden now have to connect into an Alien vs Predator movie because I feel like that'll feel forced. Don't make Prey have to connect to an Alien vs Predator movie because I feel that'll force. Just make them separate movies in their own little series. The world is that vast and big, it could happen. I don't know. Hey Chris, brother-in-law and I love your channel, bro. Oh, appreciate that. Any chance we can tag along to the next showing? Hello, no harm if no. I mean, if you're in Dallas, maybe. We could see. I'm always just weary about doing meet and greets like that. I feel like I need to hire security and do stuff because you never know. There's some crazies out there. Not saying you guys are, but if you come in, you gotta buy me a large popcorn and a hot dog and M&Ms with a Coke Zero because I'm watching my figure. Thoughts on Evil Day animated series? I like the idea. I can't wait to see the animation, and it's cool that we're kind of going to get a continuation of the end of the Ash versus the Evil Dead. Who would you play? Who would have played Batman and Robin in the DC? I'm not. My pick is Jake Gyllenhaal, baby. Dude, Jake Gyllenhaal can either pull off campy or serious. You want serious? He'll give you the Nightcrawler, Jake Gyllenhaal. You want campy? Roadhouse. Dude was just charming and fun. Jake Gyllenhaal's Batman is my pick. Robin, it's going unknown. Let's get an unknown kid in there. Let's throw a 10-year-old and make him famous. That always turns out good for people. Alien Resurrection is underrated. Ooh, I can't wait to post my thoughts on that movie. I might agree with you. I love over-the-top action absurdity. The cast is great, too. Definitely an improvement over Alien 3. Cam, you might be surprised to my thoughts on Alien Resurrection whenever that review comes out. I've already filmed my thoughts on it, and I will say this. I had never seen Alien Resurrection until last week because, like, I'm just not a fan of Alien 3. I'll talk about it why in the review series. But I disliked Alien 3 so much, I never went to see Resurrection because I heard it was about cloning and Ripley coming back, and I thought that was the stupidest thing. I've been missing out, man. I can't believe people hate the movie that much. I was shocked. People talked about that movie like it was a garbage, and I saw it, and I was like, no, Madam Web, we've seen actual garbage. This was garbage back in the day. Cinema needs to come back then. You know? All right. Let's see here. Do you think Romulus would have been better with a king alien and not the hybrid? No. Honestly, I think that would a king alien, that could have been different, I guess, to see, but it wouldn't have stopped people's criticisms of the movie because people's criticisms is that it just ended up how do I say it? It just ended up repeating things from the other movies, and King Alien would have been too similar to Queen Alien from Aliens, and then there would have just been people mad about it. I don't think there was anything unless they did the hybrid earlier into the movie and have it be more of a focus. That could have been the thing to do it. But then again, people just don't even like hybrids. They think they're dumb and they only want the Xeno. When I like both. Hey, Chris, have you ever seen the Speed Racer movie by the Wachowskis? It's one of my favorite all times due to how unique it is. There's a YouTube essay on how Cuba. I remember when that movie came out, and I was mind blown that movies could look like that. I don't know how to explain it, but I didn't know if that I love the look of it or I hated it. But I remember seeing that trailer in the theater and going, "Whoa, what the heck?" Like I was just like, whoa, this movie looks not like any movie I've ever seen. And idea was like, do I like this? Do I hate this? And yeah, it's. I wish more movies would take swings like that. Such a unique looking movie. I'd like things like that. Toy Chica popcorn bucket for the FNAF 2 movie. You know it should happen. Blumhouse, get on it. Get on it, Papa Blum. Joe Lopez just sends in dollar support. Thank you, Joe Lopez. We have here, hey Chris, did you ever get the chance to watch Mickey Mouse's Trap? I have not just yet. Like I said, I think I'm gonna definitely do a review on it, but I want it during the Spooky Mama season. I want the set decorated and everything stopped. I'm debating though to how early to do the spooky season, because I think I did it mid-September. Part of me wants to do it just right at the beginning of September. Have 2 full months of Spooky Mama set, because I love that set, and it's a to put together, and it sucks to only have it for a day. So yeah, that's it. What's the origin of red lights? I mean, I hear people like that. It's really not that complicated. My favorite color is red. And so anytime a horror movie has that red lighting, it is just like, oh, I love it. Like that scene in Halloween 2 when he's chasing Laurie in the elevator and then there's the red light hitting Michael. I just love red lights in horror movies because red's my favorite color. So anytime I can see it, I'm just red lights. Oh, it makes me happy. And there was some red light scenes in Alien Romulus. Everybody hated me in that theater. They said, sir, calm down. Put it away, sir. But it's just my popcorn bucket. Favorite book series. You heard of Wings on Fire? It's funny you talk about that. I think my lady's reading that. Um, I need to read more. I'm not gonna lie. Your boy does not read that many traditional books. I'm trying to still finish Clown in a Cornfield. Because I hear that movie's already been filmed and it's gonna be rated R and all that, and I want to be ready for when that movie comes out because people go crazy for a clown horror movie. But I need to get to the second book, the third book on that. Other than that, I don't think I've ever really like read a book series. I've always just like either the first entry in a book and then I don't continue. Like I read Ready Player One, I didn't read Ready Player Two. I read the first Hunger Games, didn't read the second Hunger Games. I'm in the middle of reading Clown in Cornfield. Who knows if I get a Clown in Cornfield too? Your boy is more into graphic novels and things like that. Pictures, ooh, color. Is my milk and cookies ready, Mom? Why hide it? I'm not gonna pretend to be Mr. Sophisticated here. All right. Who would you want? Who would you want Stu to return? Of course, man. But this is the idea that everybody hates. If Stu returns, I don't want Stu to return for the reveal at the end of the movie for only 5-10 minutes. No. If you bring back Stu, I need him to be there for the whole movie. And the way you could play it out is he's been in prison, he's been let go, he's reaffirmed, and he's somehow caught again. Maybe he's being framed for the killings. And so you get to be with him, and the whole movie, you're like, did he change? Is he better? Is he getting revenge and whatnot? And you play back and forth with that idea, and that way you have Stu the whole movie. Obviously, they're not going to do that, but of course I would want Stu back. I'm a Stu truther. Do you think Fantastic Four First Steps should be moved to a later date to avoid competition with Superman? I think we will see Fantastic Four move. I mean, the movie's barely still in the middle of shooting. They're probably going to film that movie all the way to December. No way they finish everything so much in time. If not, it's going to look a little rushed. I think they move the movie a little bit, and which is fine, man. Give Superman some breathing room. Are you doing Horror Nights this year? I don't think I am. I wanted to, but I just went through it earlier in the stream. A lot of the houses they have this year, not that exciting for me. Not that exciting for me. Let me read this way now. That way you guys could just see my face. Okay. X-Men reviews. When last time I asked. They're coming. They'll be here eventually. Sometime in the future. Please forgive me. What is your opinion on Frozen 3? Eh. Nothing against Frozen. Maybe if I had daughters, I'd be going more crazy for it. I did like the first Frozen. I thought Frozen 2 was all right. If we could get more into the lore, and maybe Elsa has like a sister with fire she never knew about or something. I don't know. Just craziness. It's the most cliche plot, Chris. Come on now. Hey Chris, after watching all the Alien movies and Romulus, I was wondering if, in fact, AVP and AVP Requiem are canon. The Alien franchise has never acknowledged the AVP lore. No, in my opinion, I don't consider them canon, but I do like the like Wayland kind of lore they add into the first AVP. I did like that they tried tying things in, but I always think of it as a separate franchise. And if anything from that contradicts what the Alien movies or Predator movies have done, I just separate universe over time. It's not that big of a deal, but if you want to think of them as canon, that's you. But I don't know. I like to think of them as separate things. Have you been to Santico's Theater? My go-to. I've never been to that theater. Is that a nice theater? Santico's Theater. Is that one in Dallas though? Because that's where I be. That's where I be. How do you pronounce Mr. Mitipix without looking it up? Mr. McZippy. Mr. McZippy. I've said it perfectly. Mr. McZippy was my uncle, if you didn't know. Brother, you ever watch Me Canyon Tunes? You'd love. Of course I watch Me Canyon Tunes. One day, this is the only time I hope I get into a controversy where I get slightly canceled enough to where I could still continue my career. But just so that I get the hope of Me Canyon turning me into a crazy cartoon. Can you imagine? Maybe one day I'll just like give a really bad review. It goes viral, like the way Chris Stuckman's Madam Web review went viral. And then Me Canyon will make a cartoon of me. And I can only imagine he's probably going to give me like 3 chins. He's going to make my nose super bulgy. I would love to see Me Canyon's interpretation of me. I think it'd be so funny. You seen Arcadian with Nicolas Cage. Cool, creepy monster. I have not seen Arcadian yet. I do remember seeing the trailers for that. I need to check it out. Love Nick Cage. Man's a national treasure. And he was in National Treasure. Fact of the day for you. It was like, bro, the last act wasn't. Oh, okay. For Romulus, it was like, bro, the last act wasn't that good, but that wasn't the last act. Also, why isn't there any Freddy Krueger movie anymore? The Freddy Krueger situation is because of the rights. What the word around the street is, the real reason. So the people who own the Freddy Krueger rights, which is Wes Craven's estate, his family, they want too much money. And I can understand it because we see these people who we think are horror icons, like Ghostface, Jason, Freddy Krueger, Chucky, right? And since they're so well known, and you could ask any stranger on the street, hey, who's Chucky? Who's Freddy Krueger? They'll most likely know, and they won't go crazy on you. Yet, even though they're that widely known, they're that popular, when it comes to their movies, they are not making Marvel money. They are not making major IP money. They're making modest money. They're making about 120 mil at the box office. I mean, I think Halloween is like the only one that actually hit superstar status, where like Halloween 2018 made like 300? I think so. Is that the most? Okay. Let's see, slasher movie box office. Let's see if I can find who had the most. Yeah, look, this is the most of slashers lifetime gross. Is this the 2018 or is it? Yeah, didn't even crack it. 159, which is great because they only make these movies on like 20 million. But okay, since this is the reality of what movies make, like, look, Freddy versus Jason, 82. That's not opening weekend. Freddy versus Jason, right there, 82 mil. That's not opening weekend. That's how it made the whole time it was in theaters. Freaking a Marvel movie will make that in one weekend, right? And so I think the ones who own the rights, the Wes Craven estate, since they think Freddy Krueger is a big household name, everyone knows him, well, then you should be paying me $1 billion to make this movie. That's how I'll sell you the rights to this. And studios are like, yeah, the math ain't mathin'. We can give you 30 million. And they're like, oh, how dare you, sir? And that's the real holdup. So that's the rumor I hear around, is they want too much money. And it's the money problem where they're like, these don't make that much money. Like, they make money, but only when we make them for little money. So that's why the rights are still caught up. Okay, much love for the channel. Genuinely stop everything I'm doing to watch your videos live. Also, maybe check out Bunker Branding for getting some merch going. They are from Texas and work with influencers. Oh, I'm gonna write that down right now. What'd you say? They're called who? Bunker Branding. Okay, because I need to work on some merch, man. You guys be wanting red lights. Maybe you could do one with me holding my popcorn buckets. Bunking Branding. Okay, there we go. Have you watched the cartoon Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated? I just finished it and I highly recommend it. And do you like Scooby-Doo as a whole? I love Scooby-Doo as a whole. I have seen several episodes of Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. I do like it a lot. I'd like to one day sit down and see the whole thing, but I do like how there's solo episodes, there's continuous story episodes, there's actual like things that happen. They try to actually evolve the characters. There's relationships that go on. I do like Mystery Incorporated a lot. I think it's one of the better modern interpretations of the Scooby-Doo franchise. And yeah, I like Scooby-Doo as a whole. Anytime, because to me, like I said, Scooby-Doo is family-friendly Scream. And I mean, who doesn't like that idea? John Flickinger already did this earlier in the stream. I hope you got to see it, my friend. Again, guys, go check out John. He's trying to come back in his YouTube career. He's posting daily. Go give his reviews a like. Go subscribe to him. If you used to watch YouTube back in the day, you know John was the man, and he still is the man. He's a very funny dude. So go check him out. Poppy MT Rushmore of Marvel, DC heroes, please twerk. What if I twerk while I give you my Mount Rushmore? Iron Man, Captain America, Batman, Superman. I didn't even have time to think about that Mount Rushmore right there. Love your videos, man. Do you watch TV show? One show I recommend if you haven't seen yet is Your Honor. Also, can you shout out my fiance, Randy? Well, hello, fiance Randy. Trying to think of something clever and funny, but nothing's coming to mind, Randy. Shout out. Your Honor. I don't think I've seen that one. Is it on, what did you say it was? Oh, no, you didn't say where it was. Your Honor TV show. Oh, with Bryan Cranston. Did that show still continue on? I did remember hearing interesting things about it. Did they cancel it or not? Because I hate getting into shows that they cancel, man. Joe W. sends in $1.99. Thank you so much, Joe. Can you please give my 7-year-old son, Kingston, a shout out? Well, hello, Kingston. You're a wonderful person. Listen to your mommy and daddy. They know what's best for you. I know you might not believe it. You know what? Rebel. This is your chance, Kingston. Tonight, pack your bags and leave, Kingston. Do it. No, I'm just kidding. No. Be good, Kingston. And tell us anything cool you know about the FNAF 2 movie. Thanks, buddy. I mean, I'm just looking forward to the 2 sets of animatronics we're getting in that. So, like, I don't even think they're posting anymore. Is it the FNAF Sky Games? Like, just the looks of these things look so interesting to me. I can't wait to see the toy animatronics, how they're going to look like versus the withered animatronics, if they're going to see any animatronics on animatronics fighting each other. Like, yeah, I'm just looking forward to the toy. Oh, dude, I'm not even. This is what I hate about the share tab. My bad. Sorry, Lil Kingston. But yeah, I just can't wait for these the toy animatronics and how they're gonna look, how they're gonna polish them and make them all look kind of plasticky. What kind of sound designs they're gonna have going on? They have the withered ones. So many cool stuff to go down. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. All right, put the alien head in the Denussy. Oh, I don't have the Doom popcorn bucket here. It's I had to move it because I was running out of space. But hey, if you can see my tiki-taki, and I do it there, I'll put that alien head in the Denussy, and I even play the music for you. I know you said Crash needs a live-action adaptation, but I want Half-Line, Wolfenstein, and Metroid, like any live. Yeah, those are probably actual good, serious answers. I don't know if I could ever, you know, it's always off the top of my head whenever you guys ask me stuff. I'm just like, I don't know. But I need to play Half-Life. I don't know much. Okay, you know what? The one I actually want? Portal. I don't know how many of you guys have played Portal before, But the game where you're like the lady's stuck and she's got the portal gun and puzzles, dude, a portal movie would be so cool. I don't know why they haven't done it. I don't know why they haven't done it. Okay. Also, do you remember Angry Birds when they were the best? I do. I still play Angry Birds from time to time on my phone when I'm bored and waiting on stuff. I'm curious if that third movie is going to be any good because I feel like the time has passed for Angry Birds. What's your favorite movie in IMAX? Favorite movie in IMAX? I don't know why Interstellar comes to mind first, but like I don't love Interstellar. I just really, really like it. I'm trying to think what has been like my favorite IMAX movie. I mean, Alien Romulus looked great in IMAX. Oppenheimer did too, but I'm trying to think of something more like action orientated that like really blew me. You know what? The Dark Knight. I remember that re-released in IMAX. It looked good. It looked good. The Dark Knight. I'm gonna go that one. Christopher Nolan movies, they just are built for IMAX. When are we going to get a live stream with US Cyclops skin for a new Fortnite Marvel season? You know what? Maybe tomorrow. I was talking about I'm going to set everything up here just so I could play the new Fortnite season on Twitch stream. So I do have the Cyclops costume over here next to me. That might be the time to do it. Any news on Michael Myers other than the games? Last that we heard, the TV show and the movie. The movie, I don't think we're going to hear anything about for a while. The TV show is definitely the thing we're first going to hear about. And the current rumor with the TV show is that, yes, it's going to be after the first movie and that it's going to be like taking place in the asylum. And we're going to be seeing like Michael in it with like Dr. Loomis caring for him. Like that was the rumor. I don't know how much we got to believe on that, but that's kind of interesting. I think the show would end with him escaping, and then that segues us into the next movie or whatnot. And that'd be kind of cool. Are you going to review the new Crow reboot? Also, keep up the good content. Yeah, I'm going to review the new Crow reboot. I'm curious about it. I don't know if I'm that excited for it, I'll be honest with you. I like Bill Skarsgård, and some of it does look awesome, but the trailers have not captivated me. But I am going to review it, definitely. Hey, Chris, do you have a favorite animated Marvel or DC movie? Animated Marvel movie? I mean, if you count the Spider-Verse movies, then yeah, the first Spider-Verse. If animated DC, Batman Under the Red Hood. Batman Under the Red Hood is probably my favorite animated DC movie. Thoughts on Alien Earth prequel series? Oh, yeah, so this was kind of interesting, and it did get people kind of like, what the hell, man? So let's go back to one of my accounts I replied to. So the Alien Earth series is gonna have it's coming to FX, Alien Earth, and people were like kind of confused because the show takes place before Prometheus and Covenant. And if you've seen the little preview that they came out with, let me see if I think I replayed it somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is. They some places played this little preview and it looks cool. Alien Earth on FX, and it'll be on Hulu the next day and all that. But the showrunner of the show said he didn't like how in Prometheus and Covenant how they gave like the origin to the xenomorphs because of David and he created them. He thinks it's much scarier to think that they just existed out there through thousands of years of evolution and that, you know, they came through. So that's what it's going to be. And other than that, I'm curious. I want to see it. I think it's going to be like, you know, the Wayland Corporation doing their evil things, how many more xenomorphs can come about. I want to. However more you can expand the alien world, I'm always down for that. Let's just see how much xenomorph action we get. Will you be attending Halloween Horror Nights for Spook Your Mama month? Yes, I went through the list of the houses, and honestly, I don't think I'm gonna go this year. It's an expensive trip, and it's also, you know, recording, trying to vlog it for you guys takes away a little bit of the experience. And I just don't think there was any houses that really like made me jump to want to go. So this might be a year I pass. This might be a year I pass. I have a question. If you could choose to get your own movie or show about your life or make the movie the way you want, would you? Yeah, of course I would like to be involved in the movie about my life. Josh Hutcherson gonna play me. I'm picking Josh Hutcherson, all right? I'm gonna make him eat so many burgers to meet my physique. But make the movie the way you want. Yeah, I would like to make it the way I want. That'd be fun. But yeah, I don't know if we had to hit a good checkpoint in life yet. You remember McGeezy? Who's McGeezy? McGeezy? I don't Oh my goodness. Oh wait, maybe I do remember this. Why does this look a little familiar? This looks familiar, but I don't think I have memories of it, unfortunately, my friend. McGeezy. McGeezy? Yeah, sorry. Any Elm Street news would you cast as who would you cast as Freddy? I would want an unknown as Freddy. I feel like that they just got to go out and get the best actor they can get. The only news that we got is just Nightmare on Elm Street 4K. It'd be nice if we could get a movie, but I think we're still a couple years away from that happening. I mean, I'm just excited that we're getting the movie on 4K, and I think every year from here they're probably just going to do every movie, kind of like they did with the Scream 4K releases. So next year we'll get Nightmare on Elm Street 2, then 3. Then after like 10 years when they hit all the movies, they'll do a big box set. So I'll have to end up buying all the movies again. 3C lore of biggest fears. Biggest fears is someone touching my booty. You know what I mean? Spiders. I'm terrified of spiders. I don't like spiders. In fact, my house, my lady kills the spiders while I run away. Ah! Snakes. Definitely snakes. Snakes are a big one. Home invasions. So that's a big one, dude. That's a home invasions is scary. Anytime I see a movie with a home invasion, I'm like, oh, that better not be me. That better not be me. That's some good ones. Did they ask to use your video in Putu? Yeah, they asked me. They contacted me, and of course, like who wouldn't want to be part of a movie and all that? But yeah, they didn't like pay me or anything or not, which they didn't need to. They was just gracious enough that they did. But yeah, they contacted me and said, "You want to be in Putu?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want to be in Pooh. It's pooing time," which he actually says in the movie. It's funny. Hey Chris, love your content. If there was a game, show, or book that you could perfectly translate to film, what would you want it to be? So perfectly translate? That's difficult. If a game or a show or a book that I could perfectly translate to film, what would it be? A show. I'm trying to think of like, was there like a crazy? Honestly, Courage the Cowardly Dog. A Courage the Cowardly Dog movie would be so cool. Just like the gateway horror that could be, and the maybe live action form would be cool. Little CG Courage doing the big old ah! And Muriel and Eustace, stupid dog. Now make me look bad. Then we go in Courage. Ain't no way the personification of an NFT of a juice box is clickbaiting us like that. Sid the science kid looking at. That's just me in the thumbnail, man. That's what I look like. Sorry, I looked a little groggy, but I chose the photo. I chose it. Hey 3C, did you see the teaser for Alien Earth? Yeah, I just played it a second ago. I thought it's a cool teaser. I mean, it's so funny. They've been teasing us that we're gonna have xenomorphs on Earth all the way back to David Fincher's Alien 3 when they had that trailer made for the movie. And I guess if you want to count the Alien vs Predator movies, we get to Earth, but it doesn't feel like a real alien movie. It feels like its own thing, right? So, yeah, I'm glad freaking 9, 10 movies in, we're finally going to actual Earth with just alien stories. I can't wait. I hope it's a good show. Borderlands, Herald, Strangers, Terra, Imaginary, worst to best. By the way, Chris, love what you do. You make YouTube look very fun. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Worst to best. Worst, again, I'm going Strangers. Then I'm going to go Imaginary. Imaginary was such a way for a movie called Imaginary. I still laugh so hard at that line in the movie where the teddy bear is talking and the therapist doesn't know how the little girl made the teddy bear talk. So the first thing she tells the mom is, "Has your daughter gotten into ventriloquism?" Says it with all seriousness. And I was like, yeah, this movie's cooked. Imaginary. Then I'm gonna go. So I had The Strangers, Imaginary. Then I'm gonna go Borderlands, Tear because for PG-13, Tear was all right. It's the Borderlands and Tear are still mid movies, but they're all right. And then I guess I'll go Harold because again, it's a kid movie that was meant for kids. When you watch it, you go, yeah, it's meant for 5-year-old. It hits the little spot. Zachary Levi, stop acting like a child though. We need some big boy movies now. You feel Deadpool and Wolverine deserves top spot on the highest gross? Yeah. I mean, yeah, it did a lot of fun. It entertained. It was bloody. It had some radar sequences in there. Yeah, I feel like it deserves it. I don't know what other movie would top it. Like, it'd be nice if a horror movie was at the top. But the It series is close. Who knows if they will get anything ever closer like that? But yeah, I think Deadpool and Wolverine deserve it. Me and my GF watch your videos during car dates. Oh, well, let me play you some romantic music. Put your hand on her leg. You now, girl, you look at him and you give him dreamy eyes. Make sure you're watching the road. Don't want to crash. I just made y'all soulmates. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Hey, Chris, any updates on my boy Leatherface? Well, we're still waiting to see if that one movie actually happens, called Texas Chainsaw Legacy, I think is the current title of it. I don't know if that'll be the official one, where the plot is about the Texas Chainsaw House, and a little bit down the road they make a community where it's like rich people houses, and then something happens where these rich a-holes mess with the Sawyer family, Leatherface's family, and so now it's going to be the Texas Chainsaw family versus the rich kids or teens people of this community, and it's just a brawl. Sounds like it could be fun. Who knows if it'll be good or not, but Leatherface and Texas Chainsaw, it's one of those franchises. You can give me 10 bad movies, that 11th movie, I still want to see it. I still want to check it out. I think it's just fun. But yeah, that's all we know. We still don't know if it's actually being shot or what's happening with it, but that's the current plan right now. Ever gone to AMC Stonebriar? It's my home theater. Actually, I'm not even kidding. I went there to try and get the face hugger popcorn bucket. Let me grab it. I went to get this bad boy, right? I kid you not. And it was the first day they were on sale. I'm in line, and one of the employees there recognizes me. So, hey, shout out to the employee that shook my hand. The guy in front of me was also trying to buy this. And the lady says, some guy came earlier and bought them all. And I was like, standing behind him going, what? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, well, you got to put a limit, AMC, man. These scalpers ain't no joke. That guy's probably making millions right now. And also, how do you afford all them? These things still ain't cheap. 30? And let's say they have like 50 of them, right? Now, they probably have like, yeah, they got to have at least like, well, even 10 minimum. That's $300, dude. Like, what are you doing? But then he probably doubles his money with that. So these people, man. So I had to go to a different AMC to try and get it. And I got it. Timothy Chalamet as Nightcrawler. I like Timmy, but you know what? He's already proven himself such a good actor. I don't know if I need him in a superhero movie. Let's let him be Wonka. Let's let him be a guy who bangs peaches. That's what he good at, and that's what I'm gonna watch. That he does that in the movie, if you didn't know. Have you seen Shriek? If you know what I did last Friday the 13th. Yes, I have seen it. It's basically the other scare. It's like you have Scary Movie, which is one parody, and then you have this one. I was so confused as a kid why there was two movies that felt very similar to each other. One day I have to go back and watch it for the channel because that movie was just so much fun. But yeah, I do remember that movie and being so confused why this movie existed. I act in Stab fan film Faithful to the Screenplots. Director asked me to ask you to cameo for number 5. It has time travel. Can we talk? Yeah, just message me on the tweets or on Instagram, and we'll see how you can I can cameo in it. I could be the helpless victim who runs away. Oh, Mr. Ghostface. Oh. Have you watched oh, that's so funny you say that. Have you watched the show Dexter? First 4 seasons are fire. I literally started watching Dexter because at San Diego Comic-Con, they announced the new season where they're going to try and Dexter Resurrection. And Cody Leach, who's a buddy of mine on the YouTubes, he's always talking about Dexter and how much he likes it. And I feel like I always tend to agree with Cody's opinions on movies and stuff. And so I was like, if he likes it, I'll probably like it. So I actually started watching it, and I do really like it. I'm currently on season 3, though. I know season 4 is the best and it goes downhill from there, but I'm on for the ride. I like it so far. I like it. Yo, Chris, you should review One Piece, please. Dude, I mean, like I said, I just started Dexter and I'm only on season 3. If I try to review One Piece, well, you might have to wait, man. You might have to wait. I'm hit by grandpa. It's a long show. I'll wait for the Netflix version where they like cut it all down and condense it. I think that's what they're doing, right? Not the live action one. They're doing an animated one where they do that. Ray IG Trap Fit. What the heck? Well, that doesn't sound like it's gonna be a good IG for me to put on my live. That could be anything right there. Trap Fit. Is it a bunch of traps? I don't mind. Some of them be tempting. Yeah, I said it. What you gonna say? Oh, uh, well, you very muscular, man. Is this you? You very muscular, man. I'll tell you that. I need you to trade me. I need you to trade me. Okay, let's see here. Hello, Chris. Much love from Portsmouth, England. Been following 3 years. Imagine how cool X-Men versus Avengers would be, but will we ever get it? I mean, like, there was rumors saying that Feige was seriously wanting to do that, and I thought that's what their replacement Kang Dynasty movie was going to be, was Avengers versus X-Men, because there is a way you could honestly explain it where it would make perfect sense. You had Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, right? Where that movie was had Professor X, Professor Xavier, Multiverse of Madness, Professor Xavier. Okay, so he was in this movie, right? And he dies because of Doctor Strange and meddling with the multiverse and Wanda and bringing her in. If he's here, that means he's leading a whole group of mutants, whole bunch of people that are going to want revenge for his death. You could have easily have set up X-Men versus the Avengers with those X-Men going into the multiverse to fight off the Avengers that caused the death of their Professor Xavier, which is the Avengers who are going to want to protect their reality. And there you go. Avengers versus X-Men movie. You give us Halle Berry, James Marsden, Cyclops, all the classic characters we already know and like, and you do that movie. But now I think if they do it in the MCU with the new recasted X-Men, well, that's a movie you build up to in like 5-10 years, right? That's not something you just pop out. So yeah. Tony Stark Homelander, like James Gunn argues post. That's cool. I don't mind if Tony Stark does more things. I'd like him as Booster Gold. It'd be funny to see him as Booster Gold, but I really do think he's tired of superhero roles. We'll see if he continues on though. Super sticker from Dog Earned Pages. Oh, that's a cute doggy. I like it. Very cute white doggy. Hear me out, Chris. If not cast as Mr. Fantastic, Pedro Pascal as DCU Batman, he'd have to shave that mustache. You can't be Batman and have a stash. It narrows down the possibility. So how does he look stashless? That's the question. I wouldn't mind it though. Wouldn't mind it. What's your favorite horror film from this year? So from this year so far, it is Alien Romulus. But if you don't want to count that as a horror movie, because I understand there's a lot of action and other elements, so it's not traditional horror. It's and then I don't know if you would count I Saw the TV Glow as it either, because let me just go back to what there was. Share this tab. These are my current favorite, but see, like the first 3, even the first 4, well, no, even the first 5, they're not traditional horror movies. They're just movies with horror elements in them. Like I kind of lean towards I Saw the TV Glow, but if not, it honestly right now might be Immaculate. I know some people did not like that. I thought it was crazy what happens towards the end of this movie and the reveal of what's really going on, because I thought it was a regular kind of movie. But if you want more traditional demonic than the first Omen, I'm just not a big fan of demonic possession stuff, you know? But yeah. Let's see here. Do you think movies work better when they are more believable based in reality, even if it's in fiction or if it's not? Yes, I do. When a movie is more believable, you just buy into the universe more. You get more immersed. And if it's not believable, whatever rules you establish in your universe, you have to stick to them and you can't bend to them too much because then it breaks the reality you've set in. So, yeah, I do agree with that. Bongo sends in $1.99. I appreciate that, Bongo. Isn't there another Her Halloween game that's being made in Unreal? Yeah. So that's the second game, and that's the one I'm thinking they're making, the Dead by Daylights kind of game. But if not, I really hope that's a story campaign driven game because I'd love to see a horror game kind of get that treatment and what they could do with it. Will we ever get the Mask reboot, but rated R? Dude, that'd be awesome. I'd love a Mask reboot, even if it's not rated R. Just something again in that universe and the fun potential you could have with a Mask character. I just don't know who you have be the Mask. I'd like, you know what? Bill Hader. Bill Hader would be awesome in a new Mask movie. Michael Myers story mode game, but you play as Michael Myers. See, that's exactly what I want. I want that exactly as a video game. Make it happen. Make it a new Halloween story. Make it take place after Halloween 2 or something, and Michael's going after somebody. Like, give me a new movie in video game form with Michael Myers. Thoughts on the animated Watchmen Chapter 1? Do you like Zack Snyder movies? I do tend to like Zack Snyder. I respect him a lot as a filmmaker, but his most Rebel Moon was not doing it for me, and I'm sorry. I don't think I'm ever going to go and watch his director's cut versions just because I really hated the first Rebel Moon movie. But like I like his Justice League, Watchmen I enjoy a lot, 300. He's got it. I kind of want him to small scale now. Let's go into a smaller scale movie, Zach, and let's see what you can do. I can see another Zack Snyder horror movie, like his Dawn of the Dead movie. What's your favorite Mortal Kombat game? Probably Mortal Kombat X. I think Mortal Kombat X was the one I most. If not, the Mortal Kombat versus DC. I loved that game as a kid. Brutality. And Green Lantern was my main. Since you love food so much, what's your fave fast food order? Fave fast food order place? Pizza, dude. Pizza is my ultimate. In fact, I'm not even kidding. After this stream, I seriously think I'm gonna order a slice because I'm kind of hungry. I think yeah, pizza. Just a classic pepperoni pizza. I don't care where it is, man. It could be Little Caesars. It could be Pizza Hut. It could be maybe not Domino's all that much. I don't know. I don't like Domino's that much. I like trying different pizza places around here that make New York style pizza and all that. Dude, the pizza that I had during the Deadpool and Wolverine vlog, that New York pizza ain't no joke, man. Oh, dude, it'd be worse if I lived in New York. It'd be worse. Do you think Hellboy will ever be good again? Maybe. Do you wear wigs? I think so. I'm curious about this new one. The creator of Hellboy or the writer of them is like really set on this one's going to be the most definitive right version. So we'll see. My super chat hasn't showed up. Did you get it? Well, which one was it, my friend? Unless it was something really nasty that my moderator took off. I don't know, because I did see someone throw in the N-word as a super chat. Okay. We ain't got no places for things like that in here, man. Gonna skip those kind of super chats. I'll take your money. Do you think we will ever get TASM 3? Andrew is the GOAT. I think it's too late. I really thought there was a chance we would get TASM 3 after No Way Home, and they saw how much people loved Andrew Garfield and they were praising him, but yeah, I don't think we're getting it. I think the most we're going to get, guys, is just Andrew showing up in Secret Wars one more time, or for another solo Spider-Man movie with a multiverse adventure, but that's it for that thinking. Will you bring back reading bad movie reviews? Maybe for Spooky Mama. Maybe for Spooky Mama. I need a good theme, though. I need a good theme. Do you think a TASM 3 is actually worth getting? It's hard to trust Sony right now. I think it is, because Andrew is just a treasure, and you just tell a simple, fun Spider-Man story. Why not? Like, there's so much. He's such a great actor, and if you just give the right people the material to write it, and then to bring Mark Webb back, I loved his directing, but we need a better writer in there. I think it's worth making, even if it's bad. No way it could be Madam Web or Morbius bad. Even if it's Amazing Spider-Man 2 bad, which I don't think is bad. I think there's a lot to love in that movie, but even if it's that bad, I'd still be very happy with that movie. Do you know that you can see the Batman again in theaters on the 28th and have some exclusive footage of the Penguin series, but only in AMC theaters and Dolby theaters? I got mine and can't wait. Yeah, I did see that. It is very tempting because I love the Batman. I might do that. It is cool that they're doing that and that you could see a little bit of the Penguin. I wonder how much though. It'd be cool if they could just play you the first episode. That'd be your sneak peek. But yeah, I did see that, and it's very tempting because I love the Batman. Something in my How do you think Marvel will deal with the Council of Kangs now that Doom is the main threat? Um, Honestly, I think they're just gonna. I don't think they're gonna address it anymore. I think you could literally say Loki solved that problem with becoming the guy in the chair at the end of season 2, and so he kind of erased Kang from all the timelines. And by erasing all Kangs, well, then those Council of Kangs don't exist anymore. Problem solved. Honestly. Quick review of Daddy's Home. Dude, it's so funny you mentioned that. Those movies are always playing on TV. It was literally on TV yesterday, and I was watching a little bit of it. I like those movies. I think they're funny. I was sitting down and watching it going, it's so funny that Will Ferrell rarely does sequels because I would love to see Talladega Nights 2 or Step Brothers 2. He did Anchorman 2, but like one of his first ever sequels was to Daddy's Home of all movies that he's done. And those are fun. I like them. They're not like amazing, but they're pretty funny. I think they're good movies. I'd love to see a third Daddy's Home. Opinion on Fortnite Marvel. What skin you want to see? So I mainly use Cyclops. I really do like it. I just wish I had more time to play it, man. So much responsibilities and other things to do. But yeah, I like the new Fortnite season. It's really cool. The War Machine skin looks so badass. I love the War Machine skin. Even the new Iron Spider skin, way better than what the MCU came out with. I said it. I'm a hater. Um Honestly, War Machine was one of like the only characters I really wanted into the game. And now that we got Cyclops in the 90s, I don't know if there's another Marvel character I'm like dying for. Gambit's in there. A lot of the good X-Men are in there. What skin would I like to see from Marvel? Like a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man skin would be cool, but I don't think they do that kind of stuff on Fortnite. They always Fortnify the skins. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Do you watch South Park? If so, which episode is your favorite? I do watch South Park. I get a lot of kick out of it. I used to think it was like, well, I still think it's I haven't seen some of the newer stuff. I don't know. Some of the newer stuff is hit and miss for me. It's still very funny, but some of it, I don't know. It just doesn't hit. I like the Tom Cruise episode where he was trapped in the closet. Um, the episode where Cartman makes that guy eat his parents' remains as chili was freaking hilarious. Dude, there's so many iconic episodes from that. Any episode where Cartman is just being a brat, where like he wants an iPad and he's just telling, "Hey, you want? I'd rather be wined and dined if I'm gonna get." Yeah, South Park is great. Um, Today is my birthday. No one. Oh, everybody, spam Hudson69. Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Oh, you know what? Let me give you the Breaking Bad. Happy birthday, Hudson 69. Happy birthday to you. My best Skylar White impression. There you go. Thank you guys for being so supportive. That's why I love you guys. Thank you for wishing them a happy birthday. Unbeatable. I bet I could beat you, boy. Sends in 4.99. Kobe Hobby Room says, what happened to your D23 video? Dude, it broke my heart to private that video because it was not making, but it was getting so many views. It was like my most viewed video in forever. I was like, whoa, dude, this video could maybe hit 500,000. I had to private it because I saw Marvel started copyright claiming the trailers that leaked, the Daredevil trailer, the Ironheart trailer, the Captain America trailer. And at the time when I made that video, since Disney didn't have any rules about there was all those trailers leaked from D23 because it looks like Disney didn't tell anybody, hey, no cell phones. They were happy to let them record everything. And so with that, I was like, oh, well, I'm just going to put the trailers in my video. But then I started seeing on Twitter, Disney was copyright claiming, and I already had a strike from Minecraft. If they copyright claim me, there was a good chance the channel would be 100% wiped. And I couldn't take that risk, so I had to private the video. I think once my strike goes away in October, I'm gonna relist the video. But it broke my heart to do it because I know if I left it up, it would have hit like 500,000, maybe even 600,000 views, and I haven't gotten views like that in a long time, guys. So it broke my heart to have to take that video down. But it's either leave it up and get the channel disappear, or just be happy that it at least hit 400,000 views. Uh, Disney, you think Doomsday will do better than Infinity War or Endgame? I don't know. I'd have to see what the story, who the characters are, and the explanation for Robert Downey Jr. Doom. I mean, Infinity War had years of hype. Endgame had years of hype. I don't feel like there is years of hype for Doomsday. I feel like it's just a. I feel like it's Age of Ultron. It's just happening. It's just a movie that's happening, and so I don't know. I honestly I don't think so. I don't think so. All right. Hey Chris, what advice do you have for someone who doesn't want to go to college but wants to be successful? It's so easy for someone like me in my privileged position who got lucky, because no doubt about it, although it does take some skill and consistency to make it on YouTube, which is very important. There, I do believe there's a bit of luck, whether it's Kai Cenat, whether it's speed, whether any of these guys you've seen that are huge, they're definitely talented. Not taking that away from them, they're entertaining, but there is a luck factor to it, and my luck factor was just booming that Child's Play reboot era, gaining so much following, and then pivoting into wider content, Marvel, horror, all this other stuff I talk about. And so it's like so easy for me to be like, dude, just make content. But there is a part of me that's like, it's so much easier now to find your audience because of TikTok or YouTube, because the algorithms literally look for the audience for you. Back when I was making videos, I had to hope somebody was typing Child's Play reboot in the search bar, Batman news in the search bar, and hoping my video was a top search. That was me, and that's where the luck I feel came in. Now, I really do think if you don't want to, and if something like this is your passion, go for it, try it. But also, don't be too delusional. I've seen there's a lot of people out there who are trying that have been doing it for 7, 5 years, and it's not growing. It's not gonna go. It's like it's time to do something else. I am one of those people that say, unless you're gonna be a lawyer, a doctor, or something that requires a real degree, I don't think you have to go to college. And also, it's so expensive. And I have so many friends who have gone to college, have degrees, and it's hard for them to find a job. They're not, and they're, even when they do, they're not making money where they can live off. Like, at times are so weird. Like, it used to be, if you had a degree, oh, dude, you're gonna get a house, you're gonna get a car, you're gonna have vacation money, you're gonna have splurge money. You get a degree now, I don't know if you're gonna get a house. Little Chris Unk talk for you. But follow your dreams to a standing point, but don't waste your life. Because I remember telling my mom, I'm gonna quit YouTube. I mean, I'm gonna quit college because I was going to college. I said, I'm gonna do YouTube for a full year, mom. If it doesn't work out and this goes nowhere, I'll re-sign back up to college, mom, and I'll finish it out. Because I mean, my parents are immigrants. They came here from Mexico. They want a better life for me. I can't just throw it away. And thankfully, that year worked out. But just give yourself realistic times. If it doesn't work by this date, it's time to get realistic, buddy. If you like horror comics, I highly recommend Something is Killing the Children. I believe Netflix is producing a show. Ooh, I'm gonna write that down. Something is Killing the Children. Something is Killing the Children. Writing down, buddy. I like that. Thank you for that suggestion, and also like that it's coming a Netflix show. That'll be good. Love the channel. Think a visit to Epic Universe at Universal for video or not would be super cool. I mean, yeah, that would be super cool to do. There was a little bit of me like at the Super Mario in the Halloween Horror Nights vlog if you want to see a little bit of my Universal stuff. But yeah, that could be cool. Ryan Muller sends in his dollar. Appreciate that, Ryan. Spiral Talent says, "Would you mind shouting me out at my friend Zahari?" Well, you and Sahari, you were the coolest cats around since Fudgy Pudding. And I mean it. Thoughts about Javon Walton potentially being Speed or Vic in Vision Quest? Javon Walton. Why does that name sound familiar? Javon. Oh, is that the guy, the police officer in No Way Home? Oh, no, no, no. It's the guy from Euphoria. I saw that. I don't know if I believe that because isn't that kid a boxer now? Uh, they were saying this. He was in Euphoria. Ashtray, I believe his name, is possibly going to be in Vision Quest, but I think he's a boxer now, is he? Does he still act? He became a boxer. I don't know if he's any good or not, but he looks very fit. But maybe he does both. If he does, that's cool. I liked him as Ashtray. Am I that excited for Vision Quest? Eh. Like the only show I'm that excited for right now is Daredevil. I want a No More Heroes movie so bad. The plot is so perfect for a movie. The creator said not too long ago that he wants to do one with Ryan Gosling. Let me look that up. No More Heroes. Oh, I don't think I've heard of this. It looks familiar, but I don't think I've heard of this. No More Heroes. I have to look that up. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, this is one of those things I don't know anything about. I feel like I've seen things of them before, but that's something I gotta look up then. Sorry about that, my friend. I'm sorry about that. Chris, just for fun, Crash Bandicoot theme, but it's continued by AI. If you have the time to listen, it's quite a banger. It's on YouTube channel. Caroline, I'll check it out on after the stream. I just don't know if that music would be copy striked or whatnot. You know, but I'll see, man. Not a big fan of the AI stuff though, but I'll see it for funsies. I'll see it for funsies. With the saturated market of superheroes, and like you said, the boys kind of parodying it, what would you think of a live action animated Freakazoid movie show reboot? Okay, now what's Freakazoid? Freakazoid. Oh, Freakazoid. Oh, dude, I knew that sounded familiar. Dude, I don't remember much about Freakazoid. I just remember thinking, like, what's this guy's deal? Maybe. I think you'd have to make it so new and different to line up with today's modern age. I don't know how many people would be that nostalgic for it. But yeah, that could be something. Freakazoid. Freakazoid could come back and freak us all. Get freaky, Freakazoid. It's been 3 days, and I can't stop thinking about Alien Romulus. Might go see it again tomorrow. Another Romulus truther. I get you, man. I can't wait to see that movie again sometimes. Rewatchability in franchises is pretty important to me, and I think Alien Romulus is pretty rewatchable, and so I agree. I can't wait to see if they make another one connected to Romulus or another Alien movie. What they do? How was the Deadpool and Wolverine premiere? It was awesome. It was pretty cool. I wish I got to like actually meet Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds, but I had other friends there, like a Straw Hat Goofy. I don't know, you know him on TikTok, but he's been to several movie premieres, and he told me some of them are different, some of them are the same. And this one was kind of like where they separated the real celebrities to the invited influencer people. So luckily, in the invited influencer people, I got to meet John Watts. I got to see Jacob Batalon. I got to take a photo with Walker Skullball. I even saw Sean from Hot Ones in there, but right when I went to go say hi to him, he had to leave because he was busy. So it was cool to see him in there. But yeah, they had the real celebrities, Daphne King, Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman on a separate part, and Kevin Feige and all that. So I only got to see them from a distance. I didn't have permission to go there, but it was still cool to be with the other people and whatnot. It was a great achievement to have. Like, I'd never been to a premiere before, never gone through one. Who knows if I'll ever go through one again. And I got to meet Dogpool. That was awesome. I got to hold the actual dog from the movie. So it's going to be so funny because, like, now I can watch that movie with my kids in the future. And when they see the dog, I'll be like, I held that thing. Smelly mutt. No, I actually smelled it. He smelled like a dog. It was fine. It was just cool. So I was very happy. And it's all thanks to you guys who watch, man. It would not be possible without you guys watching. Just finished Alien. There's something in the water. Oh, there's something in the water. The Beatles biopic gets 4 films focusing by the band, directed by Sam Mendes, and released in 2027. Whoa, 4 films is crazy. I need to brush up on my Beatles. Unfortunately, I'm not a big Beatle head. I just don't know much. Not saying they're a bad band or I don't like their music. I'm just you know, just don't know much about them. But that's cool. 4 movies. That's crazy. Yo, do you have plans to go to Halloween Horror Nights this year? Maybe a vlog trip? Unfortunately, my friends, I said since I checked out what houses they were having, and they just didn't excite me. I think I'm gonna pass this year, but next year, hopefully, I go back, and anytime I go, I'll make sure to vlog it. Can you show everyone on stream my IG? Also, love you. No, my friend, I love you, but come on, man, we're not gonna give no free passes and all that. You do look great though. I will say you do look great. You do look great. Like I said, I'll put it there. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Thoughts on Alien vs Predator movies? Well, Mr. L, I like the first, even though it's cheesy fun. The second one, never seen it. I still need to see the second Alien vs Predator. I know, but it's one of those again. I just hear so many bad things growing up. I just never checked it out. Never checked it out. Both options will tear your soul apart. Would you rather be forced to watch Expendables 4 for the rest of your life or watch Human Centipede 2 for the rest of your life? I think Expendables 4, if you watch that much nasty, grotesque things forever nonstop, I'd become a killer myself. So with Expendables 4, I'll just be like, no, please, Jason Statham, don't be a friggin' security guard for an influencer, which is a real thing that happens in that movie. Nathaniel Flores sends in some support. Thank you so much, Nathaniel. I think Sony should give up on the Sonyverse and make a Spider-Man 2099 movie. And who should be the MCU Ghost Rider? That's exactly what Sony should be doing with the Spider-Man properties, is getting their big Spider-Man characters and making movies based off them. I'd love to see Spider-Man 2099 movie in the future and whatnot. That'd be so cool. But instead they want to give us El Muerto. A Ghost Rider, I do like Ryan Gosling for Ghost Rider. I like that casting choice. I think that's cool. And plus, I've seen him ride a motorcycle in that one Place Beyond the Pines, and I'm like, I like that look for you, Gosling. Saludos, Chris. What do you think about Deadpool going to Earth 616 with only Cable's time machine and not a device with the multiverse travel? That is a little off and a little weird. And I'm also like, why wouldn't the TVA steal that device from him and then he, conveniently destroyed it afterwards? It is weird, but I mean, they never planned for it to be part of the MCU. It was just a happy accident because Disney bought Fox. Why was Tom Spidey given every tool? Why couldn't he make them starting out? That's why I agree. I don't like that. I think I would love Homecoming so much more if they really focused on the fact that Spidey is like, I don't need these gadgets. I don't need all these enhancements in my suit. I don't need all this stuff. I'm good without it, which I know is implied, but it's never like he gets the suit back. And then the next movie, he uses all those enhancements. He uses all that tech. In fact, he gets a lot more tech, which is the Tony Stark stuff. I just wish there was a more emphasis on Tony has the tech. I actually have powers. I don't need the tech. I'm fine. But yeah. Do you think Fantastic Four or Superman will make more? Honestly, I'm pull wild card here. I'm going to say Superman makes more. Although I think Fantastic Four is going to make a good amount of money too. But I'm going to say Superman. I think people are actually very excited for what James Gunn is going to do. Let's just hope that trailer is good. Burger. Oh, now I'm hungry, Spencer. Look what you did to me. Look what you did. Bad joke of the night. What is the truck driver's favorite part of the movies? The trailers. Looks like we have Andy the Android in the chat, y'all. Andrew the Android. Good one. Good one. I like it. Movie Talk Studios says, Chris, weird question, but have you gone through heartbreak? Oh, of course. I just came out of a relationship and I've been struggling, man. Any advice? Dude, do not ask me because I am when it comes to heartbreak. I had a high school sweetheart who I thought was going to be the love of my life, who I thought was going to be my everything. Met her sophomore year. Met her junior year. Stayed together junior year, senior year. And then after senior year, we're like, let's move in together and go to college because we're in love and that thing's going to be magical. 6 months together, we hated each other. We couldn't stand each other. That's why I think it's important. I will say that. I know people believe marriage first, not going to live with anyone or sleep with anyone before marriage. I respect that. I do definitely think you should live with someone before you marry them. You just don't know what kind of person they are until you live with them, until they wake up and they're groggy or they're moody or you spend all that much time with them. It's just important. Okay. And well, we did the hard thing and we broke up and let's just say she moved on faster, chat. All right. Literally like 3 weeks, she was already with another guy. And this other guy was a boxer. He was built, he was strong, and I felt was like, "Oh, what did I do? Love of my life is gone." And man, I was like, Chad, I was bad. It was bad. I was crying at nights. I was sobbing. I was thinking I made the worst mistake ever. I should have just made it work. Da 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 da. But like the most cliche thing and the thing that's true, and I'm not lying, it's true. It gets better every day. Every day it hurts less and less until there's going to be one day you just don't think about it and it doesn't hurt. And now when I think back to that person, that situation, and how much it used to hurt, now I just laugh and I'm like, you idiot. I can't believe that hurt you that much. You punk. You bitch. Give my own self a titty twister. So it's just time heals all wounds. Unfortunately, it's gonna hurt now, but tomorrow it'll hurt less and less the next day and that. And just know it happens for a reason. And as much as it might suck, because I thought that was it and I was gonna be single for the rest of my life, you meet someone way better and way more for you. And that's what happened to me. And I'm very happy now. Very, very happy. All right. Why you never message me on Insta? I got the scoop. Well, buddy, because you sent me some stuff I already knew. I think I eventually looked at what you sent me and I was like, I kind of already know that, but I appreciate you, Noda. I still appreciate you, Noda. But know that I already knew that, Noda. You look forward to season 4 of Chucky. If it happens, I'm always gonna look forward to more Chucky in my life. Just like with the thing we're saying with the Leatherface franchise, you can give me 10 bad Chucky movies. I'm gonna be excited for that 11th movie. So yeah, I just again, I hope he goes back to scary, but he's not. He's gonna probably have another scene where the doctor touches his balls. Maybe this time Chucky gets a colonoscopy exam and someone has him like a puppet and makes Chucky talk like that, and people go, "It's fun, Chris. You're just boring." I just don't want a doctor touching Chucky's balls. Is that so much to ask? Okay, Borb Gordon says dollar. Thank you, Borb. Liam says, do you want the MCU to reboot after Secret Wars? I actually do. I want a soft reboot. They don't need to go back and like start from the beginning with Iron Man. What I think what Kevin Feige is going to do is he is going to recast Iron Man. He's going to give us a new Tony Stark. He's going to give us a new Steve Rogers, probably a new Thor, just like younger people. But he's not going to make them the focus of the MCU. They're going to be out there and they'll cameo in other shows just to let you know Thor and Iron Man are out there. I do believe Feige's going to make the focus the mutants, the X-Men. And so that's who we'll be focusing on, and we'll be focusing on the mutant story. And throughout there, we'll see Tony Stark pop up in a movie or this and that pop up. But yeah, reboot sounds best. Fetty already said he would like to co-direct a new Alien vs. Predator movie with director of Prey. Would you be interested in seeing that? Honestly, yeah. I'd love for something more like that to happen. Two directors coming together to work on something. I mean, like when George Lucas and Steven Spielberg did that, we got Indiana Jones, and that's awesome. So yeah, I'd be down to see that. That'd be cool. Bless you. Oh, thank you. That's when I sneezed earlier. I appreciate you. I could feel the demons searching my body and making me do all kinds of things. But now that you've blessed me, I feel good. I feel good. All right, I just want to tell you, man, thank you for being my biggest inspiration to start YouTube since 2020, since the Book of Saw films. Love you, man. You've always kept my head up whenever I'm depressed. Oh, I appreciate that. I'm glad I could do that for you guys. It's never good to feel sad. I get to saddy sometimes, but you guys make it pass. You guys make it pass. For Superman's post-credit scenes, what would you like to see? I would want something more focused in the Superman world. I want to believe James Gunn that he's going to make every movie stand alone, and you don't have to see this movie to understand that movie to get this movie. So whatever the tease would be for the second Superman movie. It doesn't have to be a tease for the larger universe, but we'll see. I would like, I don't know, a Brainiac tease or, a Dark Side. No, maybe not Dark Side, but something like that. Mongol. Can you rate retro reviews for movies you've never seen from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s weekly and call it something like Retro Sundays? That actually might be a good idea, my friend. I might actually end up doing that. That could be a lot of fun. I always want to talk about like old slashers and things like that. Alrighty then. Well, my super chat friends, that was it. Simode ends it with a 99 support. I appreciate you guys. It's been 3 hours of just talking with you lovely people. Y'all are amazing. Hope you had a good weekend. Can't wait to see what the content I make for you guys. Stay lovely and beautiful out there. But I will catch you guys on the flippity flip.